Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted, it works, it's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
I'm taking my mom out on Sunday. She's gonna get buzzed. She's mixing orange juice and champagne from 11 to 1. We'll order quiche and banana pancakes in a nice restaurant. And she's the matriarch of our family, you know what she wants. It's Mother's Day brunch time. Whoa! Mom's breakfast and lunchtime. Whoa! With daughters and sons time. Whoa! We're gonna eat eggs, hey, and hash browns. Happy Mother's Day, hey, yeah.
Good luck with that on Mom's Day. We'll have the Mom's Day forecast for you in a moment. It's Greg and Rich for now. Jay Scott joining us in a little bit. I just got a message from Mark Cumby, our great virtual producer, with a link to the New York Post, and the story is Disney cruise ship staffers among 28 arrested in massive child porn operation.
What? On a cruise ship?
Yeah. I wonder what that was all about. Probably many who had kids on Disney cruise ships are wondering, too, this morning.
Wow.
Not all the news is bad. All the watches warnings dropped. Is there anything on the radar in the way of showers? Streets are obviously still wet.
There's a tornado watch down south. That's not in our viewing area, though. So a tornado watch is in effect in South Alabama, and that's where all the action is today. There's a lot of creeks that are out of their banks, and I bet we're going to hear over the next few days that, rivers.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know if the toll road's going to close.
Is this the last of the rain for how long?
Oh, no. No, we got another surge of showers and thunderstorms becoming likely Friday night into part of Saturday, and showers and thunderstorms likely on Mother's Day Sunday. But we are in a drought. So.
Yeah. How many of these will be required to get us out of the drought?
It takes a lot to get you out of a drought.
If you
go ahead,
have something you want to share with us this morning, as far as trees down, stuff like that, traffic,
let us know.
334-272-9228. We have a call now. Who's this?
Yes, this is Beth from Dublin.
Hey, Beth.
Good morning. Yeah, we survived, but all around us didn't. Snowden Chambers Road was shut down with trees down.
Yeah.
Trotman Road was shut down with trees.
Mm-hmm.
And downtown State House was flooded.
Was flooded. I heard that. That's a big deal.
So we had quite a bit of flooding and some hail. And I talked to one of my coworkers right after I left, and she said they were told to go down to the basement for about 20 minutes yesterday.
Well,
so it was pretty rough.
Tornado warning. That's standard procedure. I think I mentioned. I think I did on the top of the hour weather. They had tennis ball size hail at East Chase, and not far away on Chantilly, they had baseball size hail. That's serious business.
My son lives out in Somerset, and he said it was hailing, and he had just gotten home from downtown, and he said it started. And so I was at Martin's when everything went off, and so I said, oh goodness, and managed to dodge the bullet as I was going home. So, it was pretty rough.
We were doing nonstop coverage yesterday afternoon, and I stepped outside for a moment to look at the sky, and it was really, really still. There was no breeze. There was no nothing. I came in, told Rich about that. And it was right after that we started getting messages about the hail. We just missed it here.
Yeah, we did too. Thankfully, Dublin survived. So
Just after
we're just, you know,
just after 4 o'clock, the tornado warning went out for the whole metro area, and of course the sirens started blaring, and
Yes.
it couldn't happen at a worse time. Height of the rush hour. So
it was bad. And our sirens down here, we heard them. I mean, it's and of course, if it's at night and raining, it's very hard to hear. But I have my Rich Thomas out, and I have my stuff on, so I can tell.
Did you hear my
goes off
voice?
when it needs to. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and thank you for that.
Well,
So,
we're
yes,
glad we're glad you have that, and we're real proud
Yes.
of it. So thank you, Beth. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Y'all stay safe.
right.
Thanks.
You
See
too.
you.
As always, in good spirits. So William B. sends a message. It's a report from a station that's right outside the shadow of Mount Duncan in Millbrook. 24-hour precipitation, 5.02.
Okay. So where is that again?
And see, this is taken as a screenshot, so this is a legitimate thing.
Yeah. So where's that located again?
Let me double check, but I do believe he mentioned Mount Duncan. From a remote station in the shadow of Mount Duncan. That must be his, I think.
Yeah,
So,
but Mount Duncan.
not
but,
too far from Jay.
Okay. Jay had 5.37.
Wow.
Just unbelievable amounts of rainfall in Prattville.
I would guess that in Cloverdale we had around what you had at your station.
3.3. What did I have? I have 3.4. And Maxwell Air Force Base 5.05. How about that?
One good thing about it all, they came and gave a little time for drainage from one storm before the next one came in.
Yeah.
Because
Very
I would
true.
see the lawn flooding and all that, and then it would go away, and then the next storm would come in. That may have helped.
Wendell's saying north side of Prattville at what he calls Blue Water North is at 5.2 inches of rain.
Very consistent in that realm.
Yeah.
Good morning. Who's this on the phone?
This is William B. Good morning.
Hey,
Yes, that remote station I said is in the shadow of Mount Duncan. Actually, it's a little bit taller than Mount Duncan, but I didn't want to
Overshadowed.
didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right directly behind Don Duncan's in Millbrook.
Okay.
Yeah, probably quarter mile or so behind. It's
close
on
enough.
On the top, it's on one side of the meteor crater. I can look out my living room window and see the casino in Wetumpka from Millbrook. So yeah, it's
Well, we
it's-
appreciate
it's
your
on a hill
report.
over there.
Did you get any hail at that location, or were you there when it happened?
I wasn't there when.
Yeah.
Well, I was there during part of it. I was sleeping through it. I don't know if we got any hail or not. I didn't see any damage from it or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently, that baseball-sized hail was the biggest report, and that was at Chantilly, the exit.
Wow.
Chantilly exit of I-85, and also baseball-sized hail in Greene County. So that was the biggest, but that's big stuff.
Well, I can remember, and I think I've heard you mention it before. The hailstorm that hit Montgomery, and every car lot lost millions of dollars of inventory because of the dent.
Monday, April
It was-
28th, Monday, April 25th, 1988, 6 p.m. Yep.
Of course, you remember it.
Yeah.
But man, there was some pimply cars riding around.
Oh, for years, you could go to any
Yeah.
parking lot in Montgomery and see the cars that look like a ball peen hammer had been used. On
Exactly, man. I think, and car dealerships were, rather than to fix them, they were selling them cheap.
Well, let me tell you, there were some unscrupulous things going on at not just car dealerships, but at paint and body shops. And that's why Montgomery
Yeah.
Paint and Body shines above all of them, because they're still in
Yeah, like
business and they didn't gouge that day.
Yeah, like the old park it in the sun, let the top get really hot, and then ice cubes wrapped in a towel, and
Yeah.
popped the dents out. Yeah, all kind of whatever.
Well,
I don't know if any of that worked or not.
the hailstorm went right up Car Lane. The car
right.
dealership lane in Montgomery, and did was the most expensive weather event of all time in Montgomery.
Yeah, it was a mess, man. And like you said, for years you saw cars in parking lots just dinged up.
Bob Howell walked in the weather office and said, "By the way, your car was completely destroyed."
You're kidding.
And I thought he was kidding. Said,
Yeah.
"Thanks a lot, Bob."
Yeah.
And sure enough, my RX-7, my beautiful RX-7.
Oh, that hurts. To hear.
Oh, God, I love that car.
Yeah,
Destroyed.
I had one of those for a little
There
while
was
too.
a lot of broken hearts after that one. I tell you.
sir.
William B., are you near the special store? Are people seeking relief from the weather in adult?
I am, and I'm just out the back door of it. Actually, looking at it in my rearview mirror right now. It's still there. It didn't wash away. Parking lot looks about like normal this time of the morning on a weekday.
Okay, with all that rain in that area, I thought maybe there would be soap bubbles flowing out the door because they sell soaps and things in there. You never know. Getting into a
You
ladder.
never know.
William B., thank you for the time and the call, buddy.
All right, see you.
All right. It is 5:22. See? I got plenty of sleep. 6:22.
That dog right there went through quite a 24 hours. Even at the house, he kept looking at me like, "What is going on?"
If you think he needs bonus cheese this morning, let me know. We can take care of that.
He was a good boy, though.
All right. Have you heard about the L.A. mayor's race? And this guy, Spencer Pratt.
Haven't
He is
been
running
involved.
ads that are absolutely amazing.
All right.
And I think,
I see Hollywood sign burning.
yeah, well, it's pretty bad out there these days. And in fact, today I read from James Woods, they raised $100 million in post-fire aid, and not a dollar of it, not a dollar went to rebuild or repair a single home. Not a buck. All these organizations, this and that, most of it political advocacy groups of one type or another. And if you contributed to that, guess what? Unless you give to an organization you can trust, most of it was just put in someone's pocket. But these ads are getting a lot of attention.
Please, I'm begging you. There's homeless drug addicts in front of the schools. My children aren't safe.
Look, if you were a transgender migrant, I could get you a free pussy.
Oh my goodness!
Move the drug addicts closer.
Bass already solved the crime. I endorse her.
Please, I just want to rebuild my home. It's been over a year.
Mom, look.
Tell you what, most of this is visual. I'm putting this on Facebook.
You know what?
This
That
is-
is the most elaborate, most expensive, most shocking ad for becoming a mayor, and it was so Hollywood. And guess what? L.A. contains Hollywood.
Yeah, well, I will. It takes a while to take something from a Twitter video to prepare it for, but I'm starting that process now. You've got to watch this. It's rather amazing.
What did they spend on that? Oh my God!
Well, there's a lot of people. I mean, there's a good chance. I think the primary is this coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
That California could have a Republican governor. I mean, it's really reached the absurdity
that.
point where they're just not willing to put up with it much longer. All this rain will certainly, I mean, for people who've been looking at parched and dry lawns,
Yep.
things of that nature, this might be a good weekend to visit our friends at JJ Power Sports in Millbrook and They're a brand new sponsor on the show. We will tell you some of the product lines they carry and other information, but this might be the right time to visit, especially if you're looking for a great Tomcat zero-turn mower. And at 6:26, Skipper's got our first traffic update, 1819 news to follow, and then the timeline for May the 7th. How are we starting out this morning? Any hazards?
Well, if you are coming in this morning from Auburn, Tuskegee, or Tallahassee, just past the Tallahassee exit, we have multiple vehicles off on the right side of the roadway. Accident there, but lanes are open. Watch out for folks walking around there. Could have some storm damage in places that haven't been reported yet. Creeks and streams are up at the top of their banks, ponding on the roadways in some places, so please slow down this morning. We'll keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash is your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
U.S. Congressman Barry Moore says one of his goals within the U.S. Senate, should he be elected to that seat, would be to see the executive orders issued by President Trump become the law of the land through the legislative process. Moore is currently running in the Republican Senate primary for the seat that Tommy Tuberville will be leaving at the end of this year. Moore has already offered a bill within the U.S. House that would codify some of Trump's executive orders on immigration. The bill from Moore is called the America First Immigration Act and involves at least 5 aspects of Trump's previous executive orders. Moore says it's important to put these policies into law so that they cannot be reversed with the stroke of a pen by another incoming president. Moore also urged Alabamians to take part in the midterm elections, starting with the primaries. He said that Alabamians cannot gripe about election outcomes if they don't take part in the process in order to send real conservatives to Washington, D.C. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Where I was living was not a great place to live anymore. I began to pray for a place to go, praying for all of these things that a 9-year-old would want. I wanted horses, big house with a bunch of people my age. I wanted parents. I wanted a mom and a dad. Before I even prayed it, the Lord had already answered my prayer with the Big Oak Ranch. Who would that 9-year-old be if she never came to the Big Oak Ranch? I would be trying to fight for survival instead of fighting to break a cycle.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
A hit and run in Hazel Green has taken the life of a 7-year-old child. The hit and run occurred on Tuesday night on Walker Lane and Jimmy Fisk Road. The hit and run victim is a 7-year-old girl. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is now investigating. Authorities in Lauderdale County have released the identity of a man who lost control of his vehicle and went into the Shoal Creek waters. The drowning victim is 25-year-old Jeffrey Colbreth of Killen. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
It's time to show Mom how much you appreciate her with a Jenny Lynn's floral creation for Mother's Day. Skip the grocery store flowers and make one quick call. 285-1000. Roses, lilies, beautiful bouquets, and gift baskets designed just for Mom. Call Jenny Lynn's Creations 285-1000.
You can't control interest rates. You can't control housing inventory. And you definitely can't control what the national news decides to panic about this week. But here's what you can control. You control your timing. You decide when it's the right time to buy, when it makes sense to refinance, and when to tap into your equity to renovate, invest, or consolidate debt and free up monthly cash flow. Real estate decisions aren't one size fits all, and they shouldn't be driven by headlines or social media noise. They should be based on your goals, your finances, and your life. The smartest moves happen when you focus on what you can control and work with someone who helps you see the full picture. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Montgomery, Thursdays just got a whole lot more refreshing with Thirsty Thursday at Davos Park. Fans can enjoy half-off 16-ounce domestic drafts and souvenir sodas, all while cheering on the Biscuits. It's a perfect way to wind down your week with some baseball, friends, and great deals. For tickets and more information, visit biscuitsbaseball.com or call 323-BALL. Butter up!
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's cleaning service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions at 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
It's the end of the world.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
At 6:32 with the timeline for the 7th of May, here's your host, Rich Thomas.
127 days into the year. There are 238 days until 2026 is all over. It's National Teachers Awareness Week. I tell you what, we had National Nurses Day. Teachers and nurses, I really have high respect for.
I would like to, can I take a moment to do a shout out?
Yeah, sure.
To the nurse at the Dock in the Box on Vaughan Road who put my Band-Aids on my butt when I got my injections the other night. Yeah. They peeled off real good.
Good.
No pain.
You got it on both sides of both cheeks.
Both cheeks. Double header.
It's Cosmopolitan Day. I've never had one, but it was very popular in the 1930s. It's got lime juice, cranberry juice, Cointreau, and vodka. It goes back to the 1800s. Happy Cosmopolitan Day. Isn't that a woman's more of a girly,
I was just going to say.
More of a girly
I took somebody, I was here, but I was down home for Christmas, took an old girlfriend out for dinner. And she drank, I think, 7 of those.
Cosmopolitans? Wow.
I had to carry her up to her apartment after we got back because she was so staggering drunk.
We'll leave it at that.
That was our last date, by the way.
Okay, here's something really guy. National Homebrew Day.
Yes.
My dad used to make homebrew. It's a roast leg of lamb day. I like a leg of lamb that is cooked just right. Now, I've never been able to cook it just right.
I'll do one sometime.
Okay. That's a great tasting deal. World Password Day. Okay. On this date in 1718, the city of New Orleans was founded by the French. 1718.
The French?
Oui, oui. Yeah. 1896, serial killer hanged. He's D.H.H. Holmes, one of America's best-known serial killers, hanged to death in Philadelphia. Criminal exploits were just as extensive and occurred at the same time as Jack the Ripper.
He was in Chicago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he started during the
World's Fair.
He
absolutely did. He built this house
on 63rd Street.
Yes, with a lot of secret rooms and passages, and
it was like 2 miles from my house that I grew up in.
Now, Jack the Ripper went after women of the night, right?
Yeah.
But what about this guy? Did he have an MO?
I don't remember if he targeted. I want to say maybe he did, but
I don't think he targeted prostitutes.
I don't remember. I don't remember what his MO basically was: getting people into his house and then trapping them in there.
Yeah, and he had a disposal system built into. They had to tear the whole building down.
You're kidding.
When this guy was discovered.
1896. So 6 years later, in 1902, a volcanic eruption buries a Caribbean city. People don't know that the Caribbean is very volcanic in nature. But this was Martinique, Mount Pelée, deadliest volcano eruption of the 20th century. following the day of the city of St. Pierre, which some call the Paris of the Caribbean, it was virtually wiped off the map. 1915, the Lusitania sinks. We mentioned yesterday it was hit. British ocean liner is torpedoed without warning off the coast of Ireland. 1945, World War II ended when Germany signed an unconditional surrender in France. 1965, Keith Richards fell asleep in the early hours of the morning while improvising a new guitar in his hotel room in Clearwater. When he woke up, he couldn't remember what he did, but there was a riff on a tape recorder that he had left running. He played it back, and there was the opening of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And the rest, Paul Harvey would say, is the rest of the story. What?
And now you know the rest of the story.
Now you know the rest of the story. 1963, U.S. launches the Telstar 2 communications satellite. I remember the first satellite broadcast I ever saw was the Olympics in Tokyo. 1966, Mamas and the Papas started a 3-week number one, right at number one with Monday. Eagles went to number one on the state with Hotel California, the group's fourth number one. Now our song of the day, we're about a week from this guy's birthday. Stephen Land Hardaway Morris Judkins. That's his name. His stage name, though, you probably know, is Stevie Wonder. He was born in Saginaw, Michigan, and 19 charting songs. This is the best-selling single to date. 1984 is the year. I just called to say I love you. Happy birthday, Stevie. You're a wonder.
No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. No first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these 3 words that I must say to you.
And this would be the chorus.
I just called to say I love you.
Stevie.
I just called.
He's been married, what, about 3 or 4 times, I think?
I think he has.
Yeah. How does, well, we asked this question before. How does he know what they look like?
And
I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Finding certain things.
Yeah, yeah. Just
without visual assistance.
On this date in 1987, Shelley Long's final episode of Cheers aired. After teasing the romantic tension between Sam and Diane for the first 5 seasons of the show, Diane calls off their wedding and leaves her job to finish her novel. But she eventually returned to put the final coffin in a relationship with Sam in the series finale. Probably an idiot move for her to leave the show when she did.
I would say so. She did a movie not long after she left Cheers called Troop Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be a comedy. It really wasn't very funny. It didn't do much at the box office, and it went downhill from there.
Yeah. 1999, the jury ordered the Jenny Jones Show to pay more than $25 million to the family of Scott Amador, who was shot to death after revealing a secret crush on Jonathan Schmidt, a fellow guest on the show. The decision was later overturned by an appeals court, which ruled that the talk show wasn't responsible for what the guests did after their appearance. Birthdays. Brecklin Meyer is 52. Actress Tracy Lord, one of the few people to make the transition from that kind of movie to mainstream kind of movies, is 58 today. Somebody named Eagle Eye Cherry, supposed to be a big deal, is 58. I don't know that person. Amy Heckerling, famous director from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 72 today. Thelma Houston is not going to leave us this way. She's 80. From the dearly departed file, Jimmy Ruffin would have had a birthday today. He was born in 1936, died in 2014. Biggest hit, What Became of the Broken-Hearted? Tim Russert would have been 76 today. Boy, he died in his 50s.
Yeah.
Just dropped dead. NBC National White House Washington bureau chief. Let's put it that way.
He was one of the very few real journalists that NBC had.
2 days till Mother's Day, 18 days till Memorial Day, 25 days till hurricane season, 45 days till Father's Day, and also the first day of summer. Football, 120 days, and Thanksgiving, 204 days away. That's your timeline.
And you know what? They'll all be here before you even know it. With your host, Rich Thomas at 6:42. I mentioned earlier that this rain is certainly going to help things grow for those who haven't had to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Because it's not growing. That's going to change quickly. And that might be one of many good reasons to visit J&J Power Sports Outdoors in Millbrook on Highway 14. Jeff and Haley Andrews own it. Jeff's a Marine veteran, and I believe both of them are going to be here in the studio next week with us one morning.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I'm looking forward to that. I may shoot up there and visit them this weekend, though, because I'm looking for some mischief. They sell that and things that will help you cut a better lawn, bad boy mowers and lawn equipment. And that's a great product line. And now that we're about to head into what should be a pretty thriving mowing season, the zero-turn bad boy is one you got to try before you buy. So stop by. The store offers financing, full-service warranty, and repair. J&J Power Sports Outdoors has a Facebook page, and the website is jjpowersportsandoutdoors.com. They also sell Arctic Cat ATVs, Segway side-by-sides, and youth ATVs, and even dirt bikes. I've never tried a dirt bike. I may see if I can do a test spin since I'm so accomplished.
Careful, son.
Yeah, I'm always careful. Maybe I'll even buy a helmet there. Anyway, it's great to have them on board with us on the morning show here on News Talk 93.1 FM. Looking forward to their visit next week. That's J&J Power Sports Outdoors, your go-to bad boy dealer. Now, for bad boy weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Some notable rainfall totals. Maxwell Air Force Base 5.05, Jay's House in Prattville 5.37, and let's see, Wetumpka 3.90. Those are really incredible totals. Our forecast for today, the risk of showers and thunderstorms would mainly be this morning. Now all the action has shifted to South Alabama, where there's still a tornado watch. Otherwise mostly cloudy today, high in the upper 70s. Mostly cloudy, cooler tonight, low 55. Tomorrow, a cooler day, high 74. It'll be mostly cloudy. I think any sunshine tomorrow will be limited. Then scattered showers Friday evening. Showers and thunderstorms become likely in the overnight hours Friday night into part of Saturday. Saturday's high is 77. Then another surge with showers and thunderstorms becoming likely on Mother's Day Sunday. I don't think it'll be a washout. Partly sunny, we'll call it, with a high around 81. Right now this morning, cloudy, very humid with a dew point of 70 and a temperature of 71, 646.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
All right, yesterday with the constant coverage of the rain as it moved through the area, didn't get a chance yesterday afternoon especially to talk about Ted Turner's passing. But he made cable cool and was a key player, and we'll hear some of his thoughts when he received his Lifetime Emmy Award coming up at the Cheap and Trashy Celebrity Gossip and Showbiz Report. Here's your Cheap and Trashy traffic with Skipper, 645.
We have an accident, 4500 block of Mobile Highway. That is just before you get to West Boulevard. If you're headed over to Selma Highway or out to Hyundai, multiple vehicles involved and a power pole also at that accident site. No injuries reported. And on I-85 southbound, right past the Tallahassee exit, multiple vehicles off on the right side of the roadway there. All lanes are open. That one's been there a bit, and we're hoping it clears quickly. At McKenna Nissan, you can save up to $6,000 off Pathfinders, up to $5,000 on Rogues. Add the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it is worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The property damage is extensive across parts of the southeast after powerful storms, including suspected tornadoes, pummeled the region. Iran claims it is reviewing a new U.S. proposal aimed at ending the war. This as President Trump threatens more bombing if no deal is agreed to. Today's AAA national average for a gallon of regular gas, $4.55, up 2 cents from yesterday. The California average, $6.16 a gallon. The Russian Defense Ministry reports its air defenses shot down 347 Ukrainian drones overnight. This major attack comes after Moscow rejected Kiev's ceasefire earlier in the week. Watching Wall Street this morning, the Dow futures are up 5 points. NASDAQ futures down 5 points, and the S&P futures better by 3 points. More details at srnnews.com.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives. And MediShare is proven you can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Dewan Walker has been an Alabama Power customer since 1999.
We're being squeezed on every side. We hear about Alabama Power freezing their rates. That's the best news we can get. Alabama Power rate freeze will provide real relief for Alabama working families. Alabama Power is protecting their customers by making data centers pay their full costs. It makes me feel at peace. Alabama Power is really stepping up and doing what's right for customers.
I'm Todd Strange, and I had the privilege of being the mayor of Montgomery 2009 to 2019. As mayor, our top priorities were the safety of our city and community development. Unfortunately, in recent years, violence has raised its ugly head. We all have seen what's happening in our community. More has to be done to ensure the safety of Montgomery. For that reason, I'm backing Republican Catherine Robinson for Attorney General. She has stood tall for Montgomery and said enough is enough. Catherine has worked in the Attorney General's office for 10 years. I've seen her lead and help set up the Montgomery Area Crime Suppression Unit and help pass tough new laws to target gang activity. Catherine Robinson cares about Montgomery, and she will work with Coach Strobel to put an end to violent crime and restore law and order. Catherine will deliver. On May 19th, join me in voting for Catherine Robinson for Attorney General.
Paid for by Robertson for Attorney General, P.O. Box 50063, Birmingham, Alabama 35253.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center in the Pepper Tree Shopping Center. We've used Blue Water Broadcasting for years, and we attribute our results to what they do for us. If you want results with your advertising, call Blue Water.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Live local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Scandal, drama, famous meltdowns, Hollywood circus in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
It's time for the cheap and trashy celebrity gossip and showbiz report. By the way, we welcome the Eagles to town, not the band. The Eagles who have served our country with great distinction and valor, who will be honored at a luncheon today at Wind Lakes, and I'm looking forward to being part of that. I get to narrate the videos behind these remarkable people. And last week, on Happy Hour Thursday, we cleared the decks for one of them, and it was one of the best, most compelling hours of radio I've had since I've been in Montgomery. Just an amazing man. Bill Robinson, he spent 2,703 days at the Hanoi Hilton Hotel. Can you imagine when we get impatient with little things? These are the type of people. Fred Hayes, astronaut, is one of the people, but he will not be in town because he's got health issues. But that is something to look forward to today. At 6:52, we didn't get to talk about Ted Turner much yesterday, but he was kind of a hero in a way, because he was a maverick, and
he put this little station on the air, WTCG, on a satellite, on a C-band satellite dish. Everybody thought he was crazy.
Yeah, but he also put Braves baseball, made them America's team.
America's team, because you could be at a bar in Barrow, Alaska, and watch your team, the Braves, every day.
One of the reasons that the Andy Griffith Show has had an uninterrupted run since its last episode aired in 1968 or 9, whatever that was, and gave America what it wanted. Did very, very well.
You know, when he started CNN, do you know he had an apartment right above the newsroom?
No.
He would go down there at 4 a.m. with coffee and maybe oversee what was going on.
Well, when he bought the Braves, you may remember, he was kind of like the National League George Steinbrenner. Mm-hmm. And he fired the manager. I don't know if it was Joe Torre or who it was. Fired the manager, and he made himself manager.
For a day?
For a day. The league stepped in and said, no, you're not doing that.
You can't do that.
Connie Mack, the Connie Mack era is over. So, but he was given a Lifetime Achievement Award. He was 87 when he passed, and an Emmy. And here's excerpts from that speech.
The best financial advice would have been not to start a cable news network.
I got plenty of that. The best advice is never to do anything. You'll never get in trouble if you don't do anything. But on the other hand, you'll never get anywhere either.
The team of the 90s.
He put the Atlanta Braves organization on the map. He was cable when cable wasn't cool.
People thought he was crazy. Well, after the America's Cup, we finally won. Ted turns to me in the middle of this melee and says, we have proven to people that if we can do this, we can do many other things. 3 years later, he founded CNN.
This news service will be called the Cable News Network.
Most of my colleagues thought Ted was nuts.
Barring satellite problems in the future, we won't be signing off until the world ends. We'll be on. We will cover it live.
The moment that put CNN on the map was the Gulf War, when Peter Arnett, Bernard Shaw, and a couple of others, including the guy who is their chief foreign correspondent now, were broadcasting live the start of the Gulf War.
I think the most memorable
Baghdad.
CNN event for me was the crash of flight, the Air Florida flight into the Potomac River on that winter's day in January of '82. They were first on the scene, and they had live coverage of the rescue helicopter hovering over the crash site.
Excuse me.
Getting people to swim through ice. And what name do we remember from that event? I remember it. Lenny Skutnik was a guy who was on the side the flight attendant had tried to hold the life preserver and didn't have the strength to do it. So he ran and dove into the water, fully dressed, to get her to that, to safety. And then he was honored a few days later by Ronald Reagan at the State of the Union.
Yeah.
But I remember my news guy at that time calling me saying, turn on CNN. Turn on CNN. Okay. And that was just unbelievable. The weird part of that is that earlier that day, he and I had lunch, and I told him that I had premonitions about air crashes and had a dream about a plane flying low over water the night before.
Is that right?
And it freaked him out that I told him about it that day, and then later that afternoon, a plane in the water.
Wow.
Wild,
That
wacky
is
stuff, isn't it?
Really incredible.
Who do we have on the phone? Good morning. Who's this?
JB.
Hey, this is JB. How you doing? Hey, Rich, you said something about Barrow, Alaska a while ago.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I like to look and see what their temperature is and all that. But Barrow, Alaska doesn't exist anymore.
No,
they
no,
changed
it's
the
got
name.
it's got a weird name now. No, it's a
Yeah,
you're right.
I can't pronounce it. I have no idea how to
No,
say
I still
it.
call it Barrow, Alaska.
Yeah, but I don't know when they changed the name of it. But yeah,
I was
I
just
was
making the
looking
point.
for it one day.
I was just making the point that you could watch a certain team every single day, and that's
Yeah.
why the Braves became America's team. You know, and these rural bars and restaurants everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
and I
what-
was like you. I mean, I was trying to find it one day. I was like, I know it's up here somewhere, but they renamed it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just so happened to. I had to Google it somehow to find out where it was.
It's an
but
Eskimo
yeah.
name now. Yeah.
It is. It is. I cannot. I can't. I don't even know if I could even try to get the first two letters out. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's the way. All righty. Y'all have a good one.
Barrow, Alaska. I didn't know they changed the name.
Yeah, they did.
I must have been off that day. That's big news.
Yeah.
I've got the Mom's Day playlist.
Okay.
Number 1, The Best Day by Taylor Swift. Jay, you want to sing a few bars of that for us?
The best day.
Applause for Jay. That was great. Let's see. The majority of Gen Z will cancel or renew a streaming service for just one title.
Oh, absolutely.
Gen Z, anybody born between 97 and 2012.
I mean, that's not just that shouldn't necessarily be generational. That should just be, good with your money. Why pay for something that you're not going to use when you only watch one season of it?
They don't like to pay full price for video games.
I don't.
3/4 have stopped buying physical copies of music. 77% no longer buy hard copies of TV shows or movies.
No, you can't find those on the shelves anymore outside of a vinyl rack. That's about it.
They may be keeping Moving Going alive because they're more likely than any other generation to attend.
To go to a theater, yeah.
Odd. Not really, I guess. Sting says not letting your kids work is a form of abuse, and you have to agree with that. Look at all the celebrity kids who really weren't compelled to do anything. Somebody the other day said, if you give me a week, I'll remember the name. But it was somebody of prominence who said, I'm not going to underwrite my children. They need to learn how to survive and make mistakes.
I know Jeff Goldblum has said that to his kids. Is that he is not going to
supplement,
pay for them.
everything.
They've got to do it themselves.
Person who said it was a guy,
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's a guy.
Yeah. It's a different guy. There's another guy that said the same thing.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt. There's quite a few who have said that, you guys are going to do your thing.
Oh, boy. On TV tonight, NBA playoffs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. The series premiere of Legends on Netflix. It's based on the true story of an ordinary customs agent who goes undercover to infiltrate Britain's most dangerous gangs to fight the never-ending war on drugs, despite having no espionage training. Care to take a guess on who the tallest player in NBA history is?
I think I've done it in a random fact, but I don't know the name. Somebody that was
George Muir and
6'11".
George Muir and Manute Bol, both 7'7".
Yeah, 7 feet.
See, that kind of takes. I mean, that's great. You're that tall, but that also does not impress me when you can walk up to a basket and just raise your arm and push the ball through the hole.
I mean, you won a genetic lottery, so
You can't walk into Kohl's and buy clothes. You know,
There's a downside. Robert Downey Jr. says it's absolute horse bleep that influencers will be the stars of tomorrow, and I agree with
that
him.
is horse bleep.
When you stepped in it, you know. Bleep.
Dave Chappelle has announced that he doesn't think he's against the gay community.
What?
He doesn't
I know,
think.
if you're going to announce
I'm
something,
against him.
that's not very definitive.
I might be. I don't think I am, but I might be.
Lisa Kudrow says Ross and Rachel were not on a break, even if they were. She says that
Rachel
should have taken him back because Ross was a bad boyfriend. Should not have taken him back. Who cares? HBO's renewed Harry Potter for a second season. We're getting the Chamber of Secrets, boys. Fifth and final season of The Bear will premiere on June 25th.
I watched that episode yesterday. The
What did
Gary.
you think?
I liked it. I mean, it was a complete.
I wanted it to be about the restaurant.
It was absolutely not about the restaurant. It was about those two characters
I
and just
know.
a day in their life of bickering and everything else. Of course, just the way everything kind of fell apart
Not
between
what
them.
I expected.
74-year-old Bonnie Tyler recovering from marginal intestinal surgery and not a total eclipse of the heart, as some speculated.
That was her big hit.
Yeah, you noticed. Thank you. Deep Purple will release their 24th album on July 3rd. It's called Splat.
I can't believe they're still alive. I bet they're really Deep Purple now.
Yeah, like our decomposing friend Tchaikovsky. And Travis Kelce says he's more of a man when he's with Taylor Swift because he eats foods that he's never tried before. In other words, he just announced, I'm whipped. Thank you. That is your cheap and trashy celebrity gossip and showbiz report. Off to the traffic dungeon. Salem Radio Network news ahead.
Well, our latest accident, 4500 block Mobile Highway, that is right before West Boulevard. Had several vehicles involved in that one and a power pole. Please use caution there. We've got several red lights around the area flashing yellow instead of directing traffic. Those intersections become a four-way stop. Please use caution. Light to moderate building early morning traffic. We will keep you updated. Haynes Ambulance there for you both on the ground and in the air, from a simple patient transport to life or death situations. Haynes is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Hey, one of our great listeners, Stick Shift Annie, said that in Tallahassee, she's got a weather station. They had 5 inches in mid-Tallahassee yesterday, which would make sense.
Okay.
Based on the totals and the location a little further north of the river region. Full weather with Rich. No watches or warnings at the moment, and none expected.
Starting at Crenshaw County, which is one county down, tornado watch from there on down. So,
okay. Full weather coming up after SRN News.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
It's May 7th, the greatest day ever. In the wee hours of the morning on May 7th, 1965, Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards suddenly awoke, grabbed his guitar, and laid down one of the greatest hooks in rock history. It was the opening riff of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And in a moment of sheer irony, Keith Richards experienced total satisfaction. Have a great May 7th, the greatest day ever.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
707, Jesse.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.
Fascinating.
When it comes to ending the war, it seems the ball is now in Iran's court. Tehran says it is reviewing an American proposal. President Trump says Iran has already agreed to give up its quest for nuclear weapons, and the president threatens a resumption of bombing if a deal is not agreed to. Forecasters warn of the possibility of more severe weather across the southeast in the coming days. There's a lot of property damage after strong storms, including possible tornadoes, roared across parts of the region. Dutch authorities say about 40 passengers on a cruise ship at the center of a hantavirus outbreak previously disembarked after the first passenger on the ship died. Secretary of State Rubio is at the Vatican for an audience with Pope Leo XIV. On Wall Street, Dow futures are 62 points higher. NASDAQ futures up 4 points. More details, SRNnews.com.
Progressive presents Perfectly Bad Excuses for Missing Stuff to Spend More Time on Your Motorcycle.
Hey, Tom. Gonna miss the 5K. Gotta organize my vitamins. A, B, C. There's so many. D.
Now that was a bad excuse. If you love your vehicle this much, get customized coverage from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Problem each year on Mother's Day, it's hard for me. It really ain't easy to buy gifts for my mommy. I'd like to buy flowers, but she has allergies. There must be 50 ways to love your mother. She'll say she likes it just so she's not being rude. Furthermore, I got her gift cards to the Gap and to buy food, but I think my gifts suck. 'Cause I'm clearly just a dude. There must be 50 ways to love your mother. 50 ways to love your mother. You just get her a card, Mark. Buy her a rose, Joe. Or adopt her a cat, Matt. 'Cause it's Mother's Day. Don't make a fuss, Gus. Go take her to brunch once. Or bring her a cake, Greg. 'Cause it's Mother's Day. Just give her some cash, Nash. Buy her a bike, Mike. You can get her some toys, Roy. 'Cause it's Mother's Day. Don't make me a moron. Take her to the salon, John. And don't make her pay, Ray. 'Cause it's Mother's Day.
It's that convenient time at 7-Eleven. When Mom's Day would happen when I was working in South Florida, and I was doing well. But one year, I didn't know what to get her. But she had mentioned wanting a tree for the front yard. So I got a hold of a place. I forget what kind of tree it was, but it was for Chicago-type weather conditions, and had it delivered for Mother's Day. So I called Mom. Hey, did you get the tree? Did you like it? You spent too much money, so I made them take it back.
What?
That was Mom.
That's
Now, I think it was like $125 for the tree and delivery and all that stuff. But for Mom, come on, that no big deal. And
it was thoughtful, though.
well, yeah, I guess it was one of those. I appreciate the gesture. So instead, I sent her 5 pounds of Fannie Mae chocolate, which she had to keep in the freezer. By the way, that is really excellent chocolate, Fannie Mae. You can buy it through Amazon or FannieMae.com. Maybe too late for Mom's Day, but it is the good stuff. Try the white chocolate buttercreams.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Or Trinidad's. Janelle is a descendant, and she likes the Fannie Mae chocolate too, and always tells me not to send it. So anyway, at 7:12, we're looking much better than we thought we might have at this point today.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
There is actually a tornado watch one county away in Geneva County. It goes all the way down to the coast. But most of the drama is now closer to extreme South Alabama at the moment, and we'll be moving into the Florida Panhandle. They can have it. We had a very long, severe weather event. By the way, here's a little trivia question for you. Do you know it's freezing 2 miles away from here?
Freezing?
Yeah.
Up?
Straight up.
2 miles up?
Oh!
Good boy.
I see what he did there.
Good boy. That's right. 2 miles from here. All right, so the official rainfall at Montgomery just came out, 2.58 out at the airport. And by the way,
That's weak sauce.
yeah, compared to yours, right? I just got a report from Pike Road. My buddy Bill said 4.65 in his rain gauge in Pike Road. That's a pretty substantial total. Our forecast with the risk of showers and thunderstorms mainly and now in South Alabama, mainly. Mostly cloudy today with a high temperature in the upper 70s. Mainly clear. I beg your pardon. The clouds hang in tonight. Cooler. Overnight low temperature down to about 55. Tomorrow's a cooler day, high 74. And again, we'll say limited sun. I'm going to call it mostly cloudy tomorrow. Scattered showers Friday evening, then showers and thunderstorms becoming likely in the overnight hours Friday night into part of the day on Saturday, high 77. Then we get a few-hour break, then a few scattered showers perhaps on Saturday evening, but showers and thunderstorms becoming likely in the overnight hours, and Mother's Day showers and storms are likely from time to time. Not a washout, though. Partly sunny, high 81. Right now this morning, cloudy skies. Dew point is 70. That is still very juicy.
I had no hail at the house, by the way.
No hail?
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't have hail here, but boy,
I heard reports of plenty of it, though.
I mean,
I'm surprised because you know what they say.
That's really funny. But, you know, we're not... How far are we from East Chase? I mean, they had tennis ball size there.
We're from East Chase. We're about 3.2.
I know. So Rick called me yesterday, and he was, talking about the broadcast here, but then he said, I'm headed home. And I said, we'll stay off the interstate. And I was like, I'm over at Sinclair's. But I got to get the car in the garage.
Yeah.
Because if the hail
He's got his brand new Corvette.
Yeah, he's like, I got to get in the garage.
He's glad to have a garage. And
Yeah, no kidding.
I wish I did. Because I thought about that too. Is my car going to be destroyed like it was in 1988? Wow. Anyway, this morning it's 70 out there at 717.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
What day is it? Look at the calendar.
It's Thursday.
Thursday. It's Thursday. And you have changed something in this room.
I've changed my mind.
About what?
About waking up.
What else is there to do? Going back to sleep.
Wake up! Wake up! Please, wake up!
Why?
Why? You're gonna miss out. You're going to miss it.
Miss what? The show. Show's not over. In fact, it's showtime.
Dow is up 101 points to 51.35. And again, oil prices dropping. Now, if you want to say 40 cents a gallon, the Kmart.
Oh, boy.
How far back in time we got to drop?
Just get in your time machine.
Circle K. God. I know it's something with a K. Go to the Circle K. It's fuel day, 40 cents a gallon off.
Wow.
If you're a member. But I don't really need that much gas, so I'm not going to.
But I think if you're Iranian, it doesn't apply to you.
Oh, yeah, we're exempting them. Now, Mom's Day coming up Sunday. Instead of, why not make her something nice? Why don't you cook her a meal, invite her over for dinner? And if you want my seafood lasagna recipe, that is, that's good stuff.
I love it.
You can get everything you need for that or whatever else you want to enjoy at Food Outlet. Get some great filet mignon. Ask the butcher at the Food Outlet to cut those for you. They are as beautiful a steak as you're going to buy. There are places that sell specialty steaks and stuff like that that charge you about 3 times what you'll pay at Food Outlet for some good filet mignon. Country style pork ribs are $1.97. Chicken wings are $8.95 for a 5-pound bag. And if Mom likes fried bologna, well, you can get a pound package of Ziegler, which is excellent, thick or regular slice, 2 for $5. She'll appreciate your thriftiness. Or make her a big hoagie, $3.79 for Hillshire Farm deli meat, which is good. In the beverage area, you'll save on Sunny D drink. It's $2.97 for the full gallon. And your favorite Coke products in the half-liter bottle. This is the week I load up on the Coca-Cola products because I like the half-liters. $3.58. In fact, you keep it cooler in the car. A couple of Diet Cokes or Sprite Zeros floating in ice. Love it. Ragu pasta sauce is $1.67 for the 24-ounce. That's all flavors.
You call it ragu?
Ragu. Ragu sounds so Midwestern. Ragu.
I've always called it ragu. Yeah.
Ragu and what did I call it? Ragu.
Ragu sounds like a mountain out
You
west.
call it ragu. Not saying that you're wrong.
You ever climbed ragu?
I'm going to get fired from this Food Outlet ad.
No.
Thanks to you two.
I'm not saying you're saying it wrong because there could be different pronunciations.
I'm sick.
I've never heard it that way.
I have sinusitis.
But you're also not from here, which makes me think, do they say it differently up in the north?
After 21 years, I don't sound like I belong.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's a little ragu. And
I know you don't still call it pop.
Listen, I got a few miles left. I'm going to pull all the pity I can out of these two for the next few minutes.
Ragu and pop.
If they were my real friends, they'd come in with a gallon of Bluebell ice cream.
Where's our burgers?
Where the hell is our damn burgers?
You know, I did buy the 5-pound tube of ground beef.
Mm-hmm. Also at Food Outlet.
So if it's not raining after the afternoon show, I will grill your damn burgers
Why weren't
tonight.
you out there last night in the store?
Even if I have to hold cigarette lighters under the meat to cook it, okay? You'll have your burgers tomorrow. Oh, my God. Why am I making all these commitments? We were at Bluebell Ice Cream. $5.55 for the half gallon. All flavors included. Cost plus 10% pricing works on everything in the store, plus these specials at 3 Food Out locations, your locally owned grocers. Support them. They've got everything you need, and they're great folks at all 3 locations, Highway 14 in Millbrook, Main Street at Prattville.
Ooh, the tuna's on sale.
Would you rather have a tuna sandwich tomorrow?
I like tuna. I like fish.
I can do that too. I got fresh celery and onions. So.
Yeah, I love tuna fish.
All right, well, we'll do a little menu planning here, but you got to be nicer to me. My location's on Coliseum Boulevard next to Eastbrook Flea Market and Antique Mall as we welcome Dana B. with a traffic blurb. What you got, Dana?
Good morning.
Hi.
The traffic lights are on flash at Northeast Boulevard and Lagoon Park Drive.
All right, that's never good.
Which, as we all know, what that means is you just barrel through and
Yeah,
don't do anything.
and hope you don't hit anything or anybody.
Because nobody knows what to do at a four-way stop.
Yeah.
Well, I attempted to make it a four-way stop and almost got rear-ended.
Right,
Just
exactly.
Kind of waved at the time and said, sorry.
You know, the police need to be looking out for this kind of behavior in a situation like this and pull some of these people and give a ticket, except we don't have enough police to do that. We had 14 accidents yesterday. I'll bet people waited hours for a cop to show up.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Because usually there's only one or two traffic cops.
But once again, yesterday, little Stevie
as far as
said
accident.
crime is down in Montgomery. What a joke.
Well, I used to be a police dispatcher for the city of Montgomery.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't have that many traffic officers then. And people would call back in after waiting and say, hey, we need an ambulance out here, thinking if they said it was with injuries,
Yeah.
they get seen quicker, which they just sent some, EMS out to check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, people wait hours on a good day.
Yeah, there's one or two traffic officers out there, accident officers.
Well, they continue to insist that crime is down and we don't need more police and yada, 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 and I think they're full of crap.
Thank you.
And I need some sunshine today, Rich, because I need the Memphis game to at least make game time before being called
If
back.
you would
to
have given me 24 hours notice, I could have taken care
Hey,
of
were you
that.
there yesterday for the early game?
I was not because I've got
Okay.
a day job, but I've got an event tonight with an association I'm an officer with. I'm like, if we can just get in the doors, get people up to the loft, I'll be happy. So let's fingers crossed that MLB waits until after game time.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm announcing this on the air so the public knows. There will be no burgers tomorrow if there's rain tonight or that does not happen the way you want, okay?
Give me a break.
Okay.
I'm putting the pressure on Rich.
I've been up for 33 hours now.
But I did appreciate you yesterday,
Oh,
Rich.
thanks.
I work across from AUM. I step out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to rain. Your voice comes over my phone that it's a thunderstorm warning. I
Yeah.
get in the car trying to get home, and then you're on the radio going, I'm taking over.
Yeah. And then it changed to a tornado warning. And then,
Yes.
oh boy. I've never seen, looking out this window that we're over
Yeah.
where Jay is right there, I've never seen it look that way.
That's
ever
about
before.
as hard
Ever
as
before.
And multiple rounds of that too. We've seen one or two
Oh, and it
isolated
went
shots
on
of
and
that.
on and on and on. Wow.
Some of those
Well,
lasted a good 15
it was
minutes.
so weird 'cause I live in Prattville, but I was dog sitting last night in Elmore on 143.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hit 143, it was like barely a drizzle.
Yeah. I bet it rained later on though, because
It rained and thundered and rained, and the little doggies would want to go play in it.
not this doggy over here behind me,
Mr. Heinsham.
He was freaked out. But anyway,
Well,
thank you
one
for the
wanted
call.
to go out, one wanted to call under the couch. Thanks. You have a great day.
All right, Dana, you take care. Okay, we've got Blue Water News with Sky Mosley, followed by Random Facts. And at the end of that, our pop quiz question with a $20 fresh start at Food Outlet.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police have released the name of a man who was shot and killed Tuesday evening. MPD responded to the 200 block of East Delano Avenue just after 6 p.m., where 22-year-old Dacario Banks had been shot several times. Banks later died at a local hospital. No motive or suspect has been named in the ongoing investigation. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed says crime is down and arrests are up across the city this year. Reed announced the new crime statistics during his monthly media briefing. Reed stated that total crime is down more than 20% compared to this time last year, with homicides down 25%. The mayor also announced overall arrests are up nearly 50% this year. The Montgomery City Council has adopted a new city flag. The new flag features one large star in the center with 9 smaller stars to represent Montgomery City Council districts. The vote to change the flag was 6-1, with Councilman Glenn Pruitt voting no due to the cost involved. Pruitt also remarked the city has more pressing needs. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web, or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Because on the counter, you want to know why?
Why? The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Today is May 7th, National Tourism Day. Hold on, let me get a picture. Perfect. Say, would you mind taking our picture? It's the top button. You have to hold it down. One more and we'll make silly faces. Thank you so much, and have a nice National Tourism Day.
And now, close your eyes, click your heels as we travel to the land of
Hey! Nice timing. Yeah. Click your heels. I like that.
Very good. Did you know of, and you guys may, and not because it occurred while you guys were alive or anything, but because you're so good with, history and stuff like that, the business plot of 1933?
The business plot of 1933. This would be in Roosevelt's first year.
A group of wealthy American industrialists were planning a coup d'etat to overthrow FDR and install, do you remember who? Because he's got an interesting name.
No, I don't.
Major General Smedley.
Smedley?
Smedley Butler. They wanted to install him as a dictator. So
that's what was left over from the Gilded Age doing that. But you know what? It just goes to show you that there have been behind-the-scenes coup attempts of all types, whether you look at the CIA rumors with JFK, the stuff that's coming out with the FBI and Trump, and it has been going on all the way back to the first administrations. There were people that wanted to take the power away.
By the way, I saw something on YouTube the other day about President Hoover. And FDR and Hoover used to be
very tight,
best friends. And in fact, he wanted to be a running mate to Hoover. He thought Hoover was the perfect candidate. And Hoover was a smart man. Hoover was a benevolent man. But Hoover took the rap for not only the Depression, but he became a euphemism. The word Hoover.
Hooverville, for the slums that stood. He was a good man.
He really was, and a smart man.
And was used during World War II because he had great administration and organization skills.
Yeah, So it told me more about Hoover than I ever knew. All right.
Did you know the James Webb Space Telescope has found over 300 what are called little red dots? These are objects that existed between 13 to 12 billion years ago.
Now, when you call little red drops, what are they actually?
Well, they're just, it says objects. We don't know exactly what little red dots. They're just objects. The thing of it is that they used to exist. We currently don't know if they still do or not.
Okay.
Because
when you're looking at space, you're looking back into time.
You're looking, yes, you are. The light we see has been traveling.
It's history.
For years, millions of years. Did you know? There was an amphibian ark program. It was established in 2007 to collect amphibians before they went extinct, with the goal of using these collections to stabilize or reestablish wild populations that were facing extinction. I'm always glad when we can figure that out and say, hey, we should do something about this before it happens. Good. Did you know there was a Roman emperor, who I will not even try to pronounce his name, who tried to limit social mobility of farmers and soldiers because he wanted to protect the state functions and the economy of Rome. However, he himself was a son of a liberated slave and a soldier, which is kind of just being one of those to sort of do that to your, I would say your own kind, but you know what I mean. The Indian state, did you know the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, I'm probably mispronouncing that, has 241 million people living in 94,000 square miles. This is the equivalent to 70% of the United States population living in an area the size of Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I remember one day you did a random fact where you could take the entire population of the earth and stand everybody shoulder to shoulder and fill Los Angeles County.
Possibly. I'd have to check it out.
I know you did that.
Yeah, I'm curious if it was Los Angeles County or if it was a different. I know it was like some area that you could put them in, and they could stand side by side.
Well, I thought it was one of the more interesting random facts of all time.
It gives you an idea of either how big something is or how small something is, depending on which way you go with it there. Did you know all 3 of the Lord of the Rings films were shot at the same time?
Really?
Yes.
But they
probably
were
saved on production.
But they were
released year to year.
Yeah.
Or actually, I don't know if they were released year after year. It may have been... They may have had some gaps in between. I'm not sure. But, I mean, they were filmed. They were shot back to back to back. They were filmed at the same time. A couple of movies have done this where it's just like, hey, you know what? We can shoot these...
And make, and save money.
Yeah, we can get 2 films out of this entire thing that we're doing, or ever how many it is. Coming up on Random Facts, we're going to tell you about a Japanese airline captain. It's from 1968, and it was an incident that occurred, and I'll tell you more about that coming up in just a moment. We will also tell you about a random fact about Facebook. We will tell you a random fact about something that prevents people from doing this with their mouth, and I will tell you what that is. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to give you some teases. We have a random fact about Thailand, and a random fact about radioactivity. That's all coming up on Random Facts.
All right, our great virtual producer, Mark Cumby, sent me this on the topic of ragu.
Ragu actually mean. Ragu comes from a French word which means to awaken the appetite. But it is a technique of cooking slowly meat, fats, and veggies for a long time. Did you know that in Italy the bolognese sauce is actually a protected recipe? Why? The city hall of Bologna has protected the exact ingredient and method of cooking this recipe. And in the original bolognese sauce, there's certain ingredients that cannot be missed, such as milk. Did you
I think that was sent to teach me the proper pronunciation of ragu?
I haven't heard her voice in a long time. She's got such an unusual voice.
What does ragu
Oh, so that's how I have to pronounce it.
Ragu.
Whose voice is that?
You gotta roll your R's.
It's that's trilling, and I'm a triller. So anyway, ragu sauce, special at Food Outlet. You can win Food Outlet gift certificate.
Probably not from Nicaragua.
Not from Nicaragua. Let's see. Good news on the economy coming out this morning. The Dow futures are up, and Brett McDonald, our money guy, will join us at 5:15 this afternoon to analyze the day's activity. He is with Invista Advisors. If you'd like to talk to a great team of financial planners, reach out at 387-0094. That's an awesome group over there. All right, at 7:36, Skipper's watching the roads for us. Is it busy?
And just like that, we have a new accident. East Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Use caution there, as well as I-65 southbound on the ramp to Highway 80. Got an accident there. And 4500 block Mobile Highway, an accident earlier involving some vehicles and a phone pole. We're hoping they're going to clear that one quickly, but use caution. We are busy and building all over the area. And we have traffic lights around Montgomery on flashing yellow and not directing traffic. Use caution. Those are four-way stops when that's occurring. Get $4,000 customer cash on new Tundras at McKinnon Toyota. Add the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it is worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
If you're a local business owner doing digital marketing, quick question, are you getting the results you should be? At Blue Water Broadcasting, we see clients every day who thought their digital was working okay until we showed them a more cost-effective way to run their digital. With 7 radio stations and a full suite of digital solutions, we offer everything from search ads and social media to targeted OTT display and more. We don't just run ads, we build strategic campaigns that drive real results. Before you renew another contract, talk to us. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Need a last-minute Mother's Day gift for Mom? Well, you can't go wrong with the all-new electric remote-controlled jammer from Jamco. It's a problem as old as time itself. Dad takes control of the television and has forced the family to watch Die Hard so many times you no longer care about the fate of the Nakatomi building. Well, now, thanks to Jamco, those days are over. Using 1980s technology of recalled VCRs due to radiation concerns, the new remote-controlled jammer not only blocks Dad's remote from controlling the TV, it punishes him by making his remote hand slightly numb. How? Well, radiation. And by automatically locking your TV on one station that's guaranteed to make him avoid the remote completely. The Bravo channel. So while Mom enjoys the reunion of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the rest of the family can revel in Dad's frustrating ability to change the channel. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother, Father. You've been blocked. Thanks to the all-new electric remote-controlled jammer from Jamco. Get one for your mom today, because next month they're programmed to do exactly the opposite for Father's Day. And now...
Not even a remote chance we'll cancel part 2 of it.
Random. Facts.
Good job. Did you know there's something called the it's the ASO defense, if I'm pronouncing that right. ASOH, ASO defense.
ASOH, ASO.
Yeah, there was a Japanese airline captain. His last name was ASO, ASOH.
Which can be confused with a body part. If
Yeah,
you're
it
not
could.
Listening.
It happened in 1968. He candidly admitted, and I'm quoting him, as you Americans say, I effed up. But he used the actual word. Yeah. After mistakenly landing his DC-8 jet in San Francisco Bay. This was in 1968.
I remember this story, but I didn't remember the cause.
By taking full, immediate responsibility without any excuses, he set a gold standard of like, I screwed up, you know? Instead of saying, well, it was my instruments or my whatever was wrong and that sort of thing. Nah. He just said, you know what? I screwed up.
You know what? I screw up on this show every day. Most of the time, though, I'm so good at screwing up, people don't know it was a screw up. But with a plane load of people, if you screw up,
you've never
hard to hide that.
Yeah.
You've never landed your DC-8 in San Francisco.
No, I've never done that.
No.
But he has been to San Diego.
Yes.
Yes, I have, which is so close to Mexico.
Yeah, Cozumel.
Cancun, yeah.
Cancun, right?
Did you know? In 2012, Facebook, and I don't know if you were on Facebook in 2012.
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Started in 2009.
2009? All right. In 2012, I wasn't heavy user with it at all. Facebook deliberately manipulated the news feeds of nearly 700,000 users to study emotional contagion without informing them at the time, effectively treating their users as just guinea pigs to see what would happen. You know, let's change the news feeds to this and see how this, let's see how it all shapes out, what happens from...
You don't think they could have tilted it in a certain direction, do you? I mean...
It doesn't say how they manipulate
I think they
it.
still shadow ban. I really do.
I think they do too. Well, I wonder what they did.
I don't know. I don't have any details as to what was done.
I put stuff out there that I know is red meat for our listeners, my audience in particular, and it's stuff they really, I think, should take a look at or need to know. And I'll get like 20 hits. I'll put something stupid up, like me on a bicycle with bunny ears, and get 7,000 or 8,000. I don't understand.
Did you know a spit hood or spit mask, it's a mesh hood or a spit guard, is a restraint device intended to prevent a person from spitting or biting. And you prevent somebody to spit, but, you know, other than cover their mouth. The use of the hoods has been controversial as they are a potential suffocation risk.
Well, they look like mosquito tents for the head.
I guess, yeah.
One of our previous Secretary of Defenses was pictured wearing one of those. I don't know if he was trying to keep the bugs out of the spit, but...
Yeah. Did you know? This is a weird one. There is a law in Thailand that prohibits people from owning more than 120 unapproved playing cards. I don't know why, and I don't know what constitutes an unapproved playing card. So, just weird laws from different countries. And finally, did you know, in 1896, two physicists discovered radioactivity by accident when he left uranium salts in a drawer and found that they had fogged up photographic plates in complete darkness, showing that atoms could emit energy on their own by themselves. Interesting little discovery by accident. Those are all of your random facts.
All right, well, we're getting ready for the pop quiz question. Send you to Food Outlet with a $20 head start. A reminder that it happened to my daughter, it happened to some friends who were renters, and we're told that the lease is being terminated because the property is being sold. No warning, just you got a month to go. And on top of that stunning news that you had to find a new place to live, you got to move all your stuff. I'll say this 1,000 times. You're going to lose all your friends, or they'll come up with some amazing excuses when you need them to help you move. It is so much better. Instead of assuming you can't afford it, why not call 262-6666 for Admiral Movers? Mark Blanche and the team over there, they have dedicated employees. They do not use day laborers. These are professionals. I've used them twice, and it's amazing how much they can get done, because I actually, in a way, make the job harder for them. Packing up the clothes, all of that stuff, and getting it from one location to another, all of my stuff in under 4 hours. It's remarkable. And it's absolutely worth it because you don't have to inconvenience anybody, and most of it yourself, then you're just left there to receive your stuff at the other end and get it unpacked and set up in the new place. You got to check it out before you try a cheaper arrangement, because oftentimes that becomes a prolonged disaster. So remember, Admiral Movers, local and long distance moving, professional packing, on-site storage, and more. The number again, 262-6666 here in the 334. They are really, really excellent. Okay, it's time for that $20 Food Outlet Pop quiz question. Here is Quizmaster Jay.
Earlier in Random Facts, we told you that all 3 of the films in this massive trilogy were shot at the same time. What were those movies?
Should be an easy one.
Okay. 272-9228.
Give us a ring.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, look at the time. At 7:47. 272-9228. We'll look for your call now while we check in with Skipper and get an update on your drive.
And just like that, we have a new accident. East Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Use caution there, as well as I-65 southbound on the ramp to Highway 80. Got an accident there. And 4500 block Mobile Highway, an accident earlier involving some vehicles and a phone pole. We're hoping they're going to clear that one quickly, but use caution. We are busy and building all over the area. And we have traffic lights around Montgomery on flashing yellow and not directing traffic. Use caution. Those are 4-way stops when that's occurring. Get $4,000 customer cash on new Tundras at McKinnon Toyota. Add the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it is worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
All right, let's go to Bill.
Hey, Bill. Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So what was that trilogy shot at the same time, all 3 movies? What was that?
I believe it was Lord of the Rings.
You are correct.
Ding, you get a $20 head start at Food Outlet. Hang on, Jay needs to have a word with you. Let's go to Steve for a follow-up.
Hey, Steve, hi.
I was going to do the same thing, but I was too slow on the dial. I knew it was Lord of the Rings, too.
Okay.
Well, you get a bonus entry in the Grand Prize Joint. Could win you a Clark's Club membership tomorrow.
Hey, what about this Japanese pilot who said he messed up, only he used more colorful language, in Japanese, of course. What did he do in 1968? He accidentally did something.
All right, thanks for trying. Okay, here's backup Steve.
Good morning. I'm closing my eyes and clicking my heels and finding out that ragu is thrilling cuisine. That's the word of the day, ragu.
Hey, Steve. This what was called the business plot was an attempted coup. An attempted coup of what president?
FDR.
Yeah.
FDR installed Smedley, which man, that was crazy.
Smedley Butler. Yeah.
There are so many. I'm glad you brought that up, because there are so many parallels to what's happening now. The only difference in what's happening now is that it's so much louder because of the media of today versus, back then you had, 3 radio networks. So it didn't get the attention. But there's always somebody trying to subvert the system.
Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's crazy.
Steve, thanks for the call. Going to see the Eagles today, Gathering of Eagles lunch.
Oh, hey, good on you. Good on you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Let's go to Movie Jeff for a follow-up.
Hey, Movie Jeff, hi.
Hey.
In this country, it is unlawful to own more than 120 unapproved playing cards, whatever that is. What country? It was the last random fact. What? No, it's second last random fact. It is in Southeast Asia.
I am clueless.
Okay. Just name any Southeast Asian country.
Any Southeast Asian country.
Yeah. Starting with Thai. It's Thailand.
Any South Asian
country.
That's all right.
Sorry about that movie,
it's okay.
Jeff.
That's all right.
Appreciate the call.
I helped.
God.
I helped.
Yeah, I know you did.
Bacon was shaking.
I was going to give him
bacon.
a lousy.
I helped.
I was going to give him a lousy clue, but never got a chance.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
There is still a tornado watch dominating South Alabama, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning now in the city of Dothan, and there's still a risk of that there's going to be some tornadoes today, portions of Georgia, the panhandle of Florida, but we're all done. A multi-hour severe weather event that went on and on and on, and relentless rainfall. We've given you some of the totals, some places over 5 inches of rain. But our forecast calling for, a drier day, mostly cloudy, cooler, high in the upper 70s today, mostly cloudy, cooler tonight, low 55. Friday, we're up to about 74 with limited sunshine. We'll say mostly cloudy. Scattered showers perhaps Friday evening. Then showers and thunderstorms become likely starting in the overnight hours Friday night into part of the day on Saturday. Saturday's high 77. Then another surge of showers and thunderstorms which become likely on Mother's Day Sunday, partly sunny with a high 81. Right now this morning, cloudy, still very humid, and the temperature is 72 at 7:53.
When the heat hits in the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
All right, I see the Great Warhawk is on the line. Master Thespian.
Hello, how are y'all?
Thanks for all your help yesterday afternoon, my friend. Appreciated it.
Wow, that was crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest I've ever seen rain come down outside the studio.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad we didn't get blown away. Anyway, I was just calling to reassure Jay he was correct. The Lord of the Rings movies were released 1 year after the other.
Oh, okay.
In December of 2001 for Fellowship of the Ring, and Two Towers, December of 2002, and then Lord of the Rings, 2003. So you're going to be seeing a lot of 25 years ago with the Lord of the Rings movies. And they did shoot all three of them back to back. They started in October of 99 and were filming all the way through the end of 2000. And they did some pickups here and there between the movies, but it's still an amazing feat. All three movies together, it cost them, I think, $260 million to make all three of them, and they brought in $2.9 billion.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good investment. Yeah, it's a good return.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yep. I know Gregory Benjamin has never seen them.
Well, I tried. I was manipulated by a woman into starting one, but I left her and the movie.
I don't think I've ever seen a whole movie.
Yeah. It's a commitment. Yeah. It's a commitment because they're long. Oh, boy.
Yep.
But I enjoy them, and other people do. So, y'all have fun.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks. I've been trying to do Steve Carell show. Have you seen it?
Rooster?
I
have not.
It's Michael Scott with a beard and gray hair. You cannot separate him from that character anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just not possible. Robert, good morning.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, you were mentioning Colonel Smedley. Well, he stayed in long enough to rat out all the people that are trying to do that too, and then turn them in. You need to get the rest of the story. You were making it sound like he was the guy to do it. They hired him, but he stayed in long enough to rat out all the people that are trying to
save his own butt, right?
Yeah. So
that doesn't make him a hero.
He was a patriot. Yeah, he was a hero. Yeah.
So we would have had a president called Smedley. Yeah.
President Smedley Butler. Actually, it would have been a dictator, so I don't know that they would have. That you would have called him.
Thanks
president.
for filling us in, though, on what we did include in that story.
He stayed in long enough, found out who all the people were, and then turned them in.
Good. Traitors that they are. And we have more traitors waiting to be arrested now. But first...
Oh, yes. Here to tell you about Heirloom Jewelers here in Montgomery. True Booth is who you need to know, and the number is 260-0066. Give him a call and talk to him. You have to start with that phone call because they're only open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday, 10 to 2, but that's by appointment only regardless of the day you go. So you've got to set up that appointment, which means you've got to make that phone call. You've got to send that text. You've got to start that conversation with True Booth about the jewelry. I don't think he's going to want to go out right now. Oh. It's raining.
Oh, look at that. Rain? Who'd have thought?
Oh, man. We need some rain.
Yeah, right. You're going to have to start that conversation with True Booth to get that going because that's how you get into the shop. That's how you're going to be buying anything. That's how you're going to get information. If you're trying to sell your jewelry, you have to start that conversation. And with it is that phone number, 260-0066. Write it down, or you can go to their website, by the way, Facebook, Instagram, or heirloomjewelers.com. The number's listed there as well. But it has to start with a conversation with True Booth. Why? Because he's the only one that works there. He is the owner and the operator. He's the guy that's going to make the decisions right then and there as to what you are buying from him or what you may be wanting to sell to him as well. So all you've got to do is make that phone call. Now, he's got a degree from the Gemological Institute of America, and he offers fair and honest values and pricing as well. Pays the most for gold and high-end estate jewelry, along with coins and bullion. So if you've got any of that as well, then you need to start talking to True Booth and make yourself some money. You may have this jewelry sitting in a drawer somewhere. You may have forgotten about it. You may have thought, I don't know how I'm going to sell that, but because you don't throw away jewelry, nobody ever does, it's just sitting there doing nothing for you. Give True Booth a call. Make some money off of that jewelry. He can shop it around the southeast area here and find a buyer for you. 260-0066 and online at heirloomjewelers.com.
All right, at 7:57, we have the Wall Street Business Report and some unique and fun tributes to Mom. Mother's Day coming up Sunday.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Ted Turner, who created a media empire and transformed the news business, died Wednesday. He was 87 years old. Turner's signature achievement was creating CNN, the first 24-hour all-news television network in 1980. And he owned professional sports teams, raced yachts, and he donated to United Nations charities. Lower-income Americans sharply reduced their gasoline consumption in the month following the Iran war. Spiking prices still forced them to spend more at the pump. Higher-income households, meanwhile, increased their spending on gas while barely reducing their consumption, according to a report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Disney exceeded most expectations in the second quarter due to strength in its streaming service and strong spending at U.S. theme parks that offset weak international tourism. International tourism in the United States has waned for a number of reasons, including tariffs and repeated jabs at allied nations. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
It's time to show Mom how much you appreciate her with a Jenny Lynn's floral creation for Mother's Day. Skip the grocery store flowers and make one quick call. 285-1000. Roses, lilies, beautiful bouquets, and gift baskets designed just for Mom. Call Jenny Lynn's Creations 285-1000.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 2 at the Shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
I'm Todd Strange, and I had the privilege of being the mayor of Montgomery 2009 to 2019. As mayor, our top priorities were the safety of our city and community development. Unfortunately, in recent years, violence has raised its ugly head. We all have seen what's happening in our community. More has to be done to ensure the safety of Montgomery. For that reason, I'm backing Republican Catherine Robinson for Attorney General. She has stood tall for Montgomery and said enough is enough. Catherine has worked in the Attorney General's office for 10 years. I've seen her lead and help set up the Montgomery Area Crime Suppression Unit and help pass tough new laws to target gang activity. Catherine Robinson cares about Montgomery. and she will work with Coach Stoverville to put an end to violent crime and restore law and order. Catherine will deliver. On May 19th, join me in voting for Catherine Robertson for Attorney General.
Paid for by Robertson for Attorney General, P.O. Box 50063, Birmingham, Alabama 35253.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome to Churchill Downs for the annual Mother's Day Run for the Roses. The last-minute shoppers are at the starting gate, and they're off. It looks like Procrastinating Pete is in the early lead, followed by Forgetful Frank, Absent-Minded Allison, and Neglectful Ned. Coming around the turn, it's still Procrastinating Pete, but here comes Absent-Minded Allison with Forgetful Frank fading fast. Down the backstretch, it's Procrastinating Pete and Absent-Minded Allison neck and neck. Across the finish line, Procrastinating Pete holds on to win the roses for his mom, followed by Absent-Minded Allison, Forgetful Frank, and Neglectful Ned. They'll all have to settle for just a cheap card.
All right, we're in the 8 o'clock hour on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV. 3 men and a dog who is currently avoiding the rain.
Yes, he is again. We have a light rain shower out, well, a moderate shower outside the station right now. Again.
Severe weather is all well south of us. I'm getting our Morning Maroon nominees ready. Mm-hmm. And it turns out there's a bar in Missouri called the Half-Ass Bar.
Half-Ass Bar?
That's the actual name. Yeah. In Bland. Maybe that's why they call it that, because it's in Bland, Missouri. And you got to liven up a city called Bland, right?
I'd like to be the mayor.
Yeah.
I'm a Bland mayor.
I'm the mayor of Bland.
And 2 women have been charged with committing a half-assed robbery. We'll have all the details in less than an hour. I'll bet some folks, given the drought, this prolonged drought, their mower or lack of has been collecting dust. Now it's time to visit J&J Power Sports Outdoors, where they have the entire line of bad boy mowers and lawn equipment. I got to race a lawnmower once. I would like to try one of these. I'm going to visit these folks. Jeff and Haley Andrews are the owners. It's local, and Jeff is a Marine Corps veteran. We love to support our veterans who open their own place. The Bad Boy product line here as we get ready for the mowing season. If you're ready for something new, they do in-store financing with a full-service warranty and repair. You can visit J&J Power Sports Outdoors on Facebook, and their web address is jjpowersportsandoutdoors.com. And Jeff and Haley are going to stop by the morning show next week. What is it, the 14th they're coming in?
Whatever, it's next Tuesday, which is,
Tuesday.
13th or
12th?
12th.
I believe.
That's right. It's the 12th next Tuesday because Chicago is at the Impact on Wednesday.
Right. Yes. J&J Power Sports Outdoors also has Segway side-by-sides, youth ATVs, complete line of those, and dirt bikes, which I've always wanted to try too. I think I'm up for some fun. So visit them in Millbrook on Highway 14, and again online at jjpowersportsandoutdoors.com, your go-to bad boy dealer. Soldier Boy, speaking of veterans.
Hey, Greg.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know what a great job your team did last night on the weather.
Thank you.
Keeping us informed. Because the old satellite dish TV went out, and we didn't get anything, but we still had radio.
That's good. We're still useful. We're still a force.
Yes. And the second thing is, too, I remember when my father passed away, one of his favorite things he used to do, and he used to take me to the mall on Christmas Eve, and we'd sit outside the Gold Crown Hallmark gift card shop. And my dad's favorite sport was watching people wait to the last damn minute to get a card.
Yeah. That's funny.
I mean, and then they bitch. There's not a selection of cards. Or you wait to the last damn minute. I mean, You've got, 364 days to get a damn card?
Yeah.
Well, then there's not only that, a card place, but the CVS's of this world, the convenience stores of this world, to pick up some little cheap thing on, oh no, I forgot. Yeah, exactly.
Soldier Boy, thanks so much for the call. I gotta express. I've thought about it for weeks. Mother's Day and my daughter's grandmother's birthday are usually around the same time, May 10th. And I always think to get it, so I finally got the card. Now I've got to express mail it to get it there in time so Janelle's mom can deliver it on Sunday. So even when I'm ahead of the curve and pick out a nice card, you still got to put it in the mail because it's not going to walk down there and mail itself.
Sure.
At 6 minutes past the top of the hour, let's visit Skipper, see what traffic's doing. SRN News coming up.
Well, our latest accidents, East-South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Use caution there. I-65 southbound on the ramp to Highway 80. We're hoping they've cleared that one. Been around for a while. 4500 block Mobile Highway had a couple of vehicles and a power pole involved there. That is right before West Boulevard. We're hearing now we have a second accident that may be at that location. Traffic lights, some still flashing around the area. That's a four-way stop if you come across it. Trentham State is introducing the Ford Track Automotive Program. This is a workforce-focused partnership with Ford Motor Company to prepare students to become a certified Ford Automotive Service Technician. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. The 5 things to do when you are considering selling your home. Number 1, get a realtor to evaluate your home, and that will make suggestions on updates needed for your home, painting suggestions, and staging tips to highlight your home. Number 2, along with the evaluation of the house, you need an updated market analysis that compares your house to other houses for sale and those that have sold. Number 3, do a walk around your own home to see what you could do to improve the curb appeal to potential buyers. Since research tells us that 8 out of 10 home buyers choose the house that they view based on the curb appeal of the home. Number 4, review online the houses that have sold in your neighborhood to see how yours compares with the ones that buyers have chosen. Number 5, if possible, use a CRS certified realtor in your marketplace. For other details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Okay, and what was that?
I'm not sure. Electricity. It can be a little scary. Fortunately, the folks at Crosby Electric are experts, providing complete electrical services and keeping River Region homes and businesses safe since 1967.
I hate lightning.
Crosby Electric offers whole house surge protection to protect you and your possessions.
What I hate is being without electricity.
You never have to be. Crosby is an authorized generator dealer, sales, installation, and service.
Okay, our yard is dark.
Crosby does landscaping lighting for beauty and safety, as well as security lighting for all of your property.
Am I crazy, or did that light just flicker?
I'd say both.
And Crosby offers unique technology that pinpoints electrical problems even inside your walls.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Sleep well tonight with no electrical worries. Visit crosbyelectric.com or call 272-2085. That's 272-2085.
Mother's Day is just around the corner, and if you can't stay with Mom this year, do the next best thing. Stay at a Mother's Days Inn.
Welcome to Mother's Day's Inn. Can I help you, son?
Hi, ma'am.
Oh, please call me Mom.
Oh, okay. Mom, I need a room.
And I hope that's a room for one.
Well, actually, my fiance.
Right, 2 rooms, separate floors.
Ma!
At Mother's Day's Inn, we'll treat you the same way your mom does.
Front desk, this is Mom.
Hi, Mom. I need a wake-up call for 9 a.m.
Oh, honey, the early bird gets the worm. I'll be in at 7 to open the blinds for you.
Oh, Mom!
Mother's Day's Inn. Could it kill you to call us once in a while?
Hi, checking out of room 412?
Okay, did you make your bed?
Doesn't the maid do that?
Do I look like your maid? Now you march yourself upstairs and you make that bed, young man.
Ma!
Don't you mommy.
Mother's Day's Inn. We know what's best for you.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
810.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Mississippi has been slammed by violent storms, including tornadoes that struck overnight. Hundreds of buildings suffered damage, much of it in the southern part of the state. Governor Tate Reeves reports multiple tornadoes, says emergency response efforts are continuing. It is a legal victory for the Department of Justice as it investigates allegations of election fraud in 2020 in Georgia. As Iran considers a U.S. proposal for ending the war, President Trump says that things have been going well for the U.S., and it's in Iran's best interest, he says, to accept the American plan. Yesterday, the U.S. fired on an Iranian tanker that was trying to break the American blockade of Iranian ports. On Wall Street, the Dow futures up 94 points. NASDAQ futures 9 points higher. More details at srnnews.com.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven. You can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
I'm just a mom. I need no sympathy because I do it all on the go. Poopy pants, snotty nose, kitchen kids and laundry. Everything is dirty. No sleep. No sleep. Mama, I puked in the van.
Great. Mama, there's gum stuck in my hair.
I just pushed Lucy down the stairs. She's bleeding. Mama, where did I come from?
Better ask your daddy that when he gets home.
Mama, I don't wanna die. Well, you should have thought of that before you broke my lamp.
Mom's Day this Sunday already. The year is just ripping by, man. Everybody says the same thing. It's like, is there some kind of a government psyop going on that is making us feel like time is passing faster? Why, it's already time for...
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Raindrops out at the airport, raindrops outside our window here. This is not Well, this is just the back end of the showers ahead of the front that's going to come through. It's very humid right now with a dew point of 71 and a temperature of 72. That's about to change as the front moves through. Wind shift around to the north, pushes the rain out, and then we are left with a dry day. Mostly cloudy today with a high in the upper 70s. Tonight, mostly clear. I beg your pardon. The clouds hang in tonight. It turns cooler, low 55. Then tomorrow, a cooler day, high 74 with mostly cloudy skies. Scattered showers perhaps on Friday evening, but then a better chance of showers and thunderstorms becoming likely in the overnight hours Friday night, part of the day Saturday, high 77. Then another surge of showers and thunderstorms as they become likely on Mother's Day Sunday with partly sunny skies and a high around 81. Right now this morning with light rain falling out at the airport, temperature is 72 at 8:16.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
We were talking about some of the enormous hail in our state yesterday, including right here locally. I mean, East Chase, we had a report of tennis ball size hail, and not far away, the Chantilly exit of I-85, baseball size hail, also baseball size hail over in Greene County. Then somebody called in and reminded us about that big hailstorm in the 88, the most expensive weather event ever in Montgomery history, where for years you could go to any any parking lot at any mall and see just dented cars all over the place. Well, there were a lot of paint and body businesses that were backed up for months and months to get your car into a paint and body shop. But you know what? A lot of those businesses don't exist anymore. You know who still does? Montgomery Paint and Body. Because they do things right at Montgomery Paint and Body, and it's easy to take shortcuts in this business, and some of those people were doing that back after that particular hailstorm. I wonder if Donnie and Brendan and the MPB will get any hail business from yesterday's storm.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. It was right.
I'll ask.
Maybe, certainly from, how many accidents? 14 accidents?
At one point, yeah, 14.
At one point. Wow. It's no fun to have an accident, but they are so meticulous at Montgomery Paint and Body. They will act as kind of an advocate for you with the insurance company about this has to be done, this has to be done, this has to be done. And by the way, it is your choice to where you want to have your car fixed by Montgomery Law. And so tell your insurance agent that you prefer to have your car fixed at Montgomery Paint and Body. Phone number's easy. You may need it today. You may be looking at your vehicle and say, 27 REC with a W, or go by and see them in person, East Shirley Lane, off the Eastern Boulevard.
They would take care of hail damage too, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, they were in the business during
the situation.
Yeah. Donnie was kind enough to give us weather information yesterday.
Yeah,
trees down and stuff in Pike County area.
Well, he is a multifaceted guy. He's not. I'll tell you, he is into everything. He dabbles into everything. At Montgomery Paint and Body, trust me when I tell you, from a frequent flyer that I am, that they will fix your car as good as new. Maybe.
What day is it? Look at the calendar.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday, and you have changed something in this room.
I've changed my mind.
About what?
About waking up.
What else is there to do? Going back to sleep.
Wake up! Wake up! Please, wake up!
Why?
Why? You're gonna miss out. You're going to miss it.
Miss what? The show. Show's not over. In fact, it's showtime.
Coming up, our rocket scientist today, who I've selected because he did something that I did once. That story ahead, and Eric is on the phone right now for Rich Thomas.
Hey. Hi.
I've got a quick question, guys. And, I tell you, but it's been a rough ride yesterday. This question is aimed directly at Rich. But, something, we was down on Zelda leaving down the street and headed 85, and a damn garbage can flew. I mean, I've never seen a green garbage can just airborne now.
Yeah.
Why is it that we're in the warm season? We're trying to figure out, is it cold air?
What
You know-
I mean, as far as the hail, why is there hail? Is that what you said?
Well, I mean, why all of a sudden would it be we're in a warming trend, right? Everybody, Greg, we all know that.
Right.
What triggers it to be that violent?
Okay, well, in this case, and this is why we had the big hail. Extremely cold air aloft causes extreme instability because the cold air wants to be on the bottom and the warm air wants to be on the top. So there is this upward motion, if you will, and that was part of the problem yesterday. Plus an approaching cold front, very unstable air mass, plus heating on the ground. The ground was heated. Plus you had dew points in the lower 70s. Everything was working in the direction of severe weather yesterday. It all came together. It frankly started a little earlier than I thought it would, and really became pretty intense early on. But it was a long event, and fortunately, we were quiet in the month of April when everybody else was getting battered, but we got our taste of it yesterday, and it lasted several hours. So,
How many inches did we get in Montgomery?
well, okay, so the airport officially, MGM had 2.58, but Maxwell had 5.05, and this guy
Yeah.
sitting next to me, Jay, had 5.37 in Prattville, and I see Pike Road had nearly, about 4.65, so tremendous amounts of rainfall over and over again. And,
I watched the quick would look out for today. It's misting real heavy outside right now. So we just go ahead and plan on taking an umbrella.
Mainly this morning, and I think then we're out of it. We're almost out of it now, but mainly this morning, and then we get a little break until perhaps tomorrow evening, tomorrow night.
Okay, we appreciate everything.
Thanks,
you do,
Eric.
brother.
Appreciate you. I think I'm going to get out of here.
I think I am. No, you're not. I am discharging you from your duty.
Okay. I've been discharged.
What's the point in being the captain of the show? That's what people call me. Aren't you the captain of this? So, aye, sailor.
I see.
Aye, sailor.
This is why I've never really been given a management job in radio. 822. Rocket Science next.
We had an accident a little while back on East South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. We're hoping that one is about to clear. 4500 block Mobile Highway. Had an accident earlier with some vehicles and a phone pole there. We understand we may have a second accident there now. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. And still around the area, we've got some red lights that are not directing traffic, but flashing yellow. If you come across that intersection, it's a four-way stop. Is that cute puppy leaving presents all over your house? Call Vicky at Invisible Fence and ask about their indoor system. Problem solved. 334-265-2585. Buckle up with Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
A Lee County resident who is running to be the next sheriff there has put out a leaked surveillance video from within the Lee County Detention Center. Cam Hunt is running in the Lee County Sheriff's race against Jay Jones. He's the one that put out the video showing jail workers tasering a man who was not being combative or violent, but does have a history of mental health issues. Hunt says that addressing this type of action coming from the jail workers must be swift and thorough in order to maintain human decency and professionalism within the county law enforcement agencies.
The individual in this video is a mental health patient who has been in and out of the detention center pretty regularly. He's never been known to be combative, nor did he appear combative in this video when he was tased. What you see is a blatant use of excessive force. And let me be clear, this isn't about being soft on crime. This is about basic human decency, professionalism, and doing the job the right way. The people of Lee County deserve better.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
A Korean auto parts supplier is going to be investing $21 million into the Auburn area. Duck IL USA will be expanding and upgrading its facility in Alabama. The company makes electronic systems for automobiles such as Chrysler, GM, Hyundai, and Kia. This expansion will involve a clean room operation where the electronics are put together. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I've rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
Barracuda.
An evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter with the 2026 tour September 24th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter performing vintage songs from Heart and more. Reserve seats on sale this Friday at Ticketmaster.com, Impact.org, or the Impact box office. Don't miss an evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter, Thursday, September 24th, 8 p.m. live at the Impact.
Thursdays are Thirsty Thursday at Davos Park. Get half off 16-ounce domestic drafts and souvenir sodas while cheering for the Biscuits. It's the best way to quench your thirst and watch some baseball. For tickets, visit biscuitsbaseball.com or call 323-BALL.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Applied Security presents our rocket scientist of the day. Protect your home, family, and business with technologies from Applied Security. Call 279-8338 for a giant leap to a safer world. Here is today's nominee.
I'll start with my part of the story because Jay should remember this. The time I went to Sears to buy some jeans, they carried a brand called David that I liked and found them. And then I went to the cash register at the old Sears at, the place, the mall, Eastdale Mall. And I'm standing there for what seemed like an eternity, probably just a few minutes. I was impatient. But there was nobody, no shoppers, just nobody. So I saw the telephone sitting right there within my reach.
Got on there? Yeah, okay.
Hit the intercom button and said, "Customer service to menswear, please." And within seconds, I see a head bobbing up and down among the racks of clothes heading towards the thing, and I got checked out. It worked.
Good.
Well, somebody tried that same technique, but at an airport at LAX. Now, usually when you're at a gate and there's no agent there, it's because the flight isn't leaving for a while.
Listen, I'll do it in a department store, but in a place like an airport?
This guy, he grabbed the handheld intercom and demanded service. Listen to this.
Hi, Delta associates that aren't paying attention. Please come to 30B. You have a customer waiting. Thank you. Please come and help the customer at 30B. Anybody on shift? Literally nobody wants to respond. That's fine. I'll just keep broadcasting. No, sir. The captain just walked away from me and saying I could go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So does anybody want to help with customer service?
The pilot nicely told him he should just go to a different gate.
See, I worry that they can just arrest you for stuff like that because,
You know what? I would not doubt that they could, or at least detain you. I mean,
I feel like if it happens in an airport, it's a felony. Whatever it might be, it's really bad.
You don't want any suspicious behavior.
No, but if I do it at a Kmart, whatever, or Sears.
That little piece of genius was brought to you by Applied Security. Mark and Vicky themselves, the local genius level experts in home, property, and business security. They've been protecting us here at Blue Water for over 2 decades. Their systems are easy to work with, very effective. And you'll also find if you're paying more than $30 a month for monthly monitoring, you need to call them 279-8338, 279-8338 here in the 334 area code for 2 very experienced people who we really appreciate their support at News Talk and what we do here for over 10 years now. That's Applied Security, 279-8338. Their Alabama Electronic Security Board permit number is 276.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, work for the best in the business.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The risk of more strong storms early on before shifting into southeast Alabama. Otherwise, mostly cloudy today. High temperature in the upper 70s. Low tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, the risk of scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm by the afternoon hours and into the evening. But showers and storms become likely in the overnight hours Friday night into part of the day on Saturday. Friday's high in the mid-70s. Saturday's high up to about 81. Then another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms becoming likely on Mother's Day Sunday, high 82. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
832.
Well, we have a new accident. East Boulevard at Shirley Lane. Use caution there. And also Madison Avenue at Union. An accident with injury reported there. I-65 southbound just above Northern Boulevard. Accident there, as well as East-South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. And the 4500 block Mobile Highway, we had an accident there earlier. Possible second accident there as well. That's going to be on Mobile Highway just before the West Boulevard. Keep it here for updates. Upgrade your home with Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorAndSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
I'm Todd Strange, and I had the privilege of being mayor of Montgomery 2009 to 2019. As mayor, our top priorities were the safety of our city and community development. Unfortunately, in recent years, violence has raised its ugly head. We all have seen what's happening in our community. More has to be done to ensure the safety of Montgomery. For that reason, I'm backing Republican Katherine Robinson for Attorney General. She has stood tall for Montgomery and said enough is enough. Katherine has worked in the Attorney General's office for 10 years. I've seen her lead and help set up the Montgomery Area Crime Suppression Unit and help pass tough new laws to target gang activity. Katherine Robinson cares about Montgomery, and she will work with Coach Strobel to put an end to violent crime and restore law and order. Katherine will deliver. On May 19th, join me in voting for Katherine Robinson for Attorney General.
Paid for by Robertson for Attorney General, P.O. Box 50063, Birmingham, Alabama 35253.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
This is the News Talk 93.1 River Region Business Spotlight, a chance for you to get to know our area businesses and business leaders.
Welcoming a handsome young man named Dawson Gray to the studio, who has opened Eagle Golf Simulators in Millbrook, and I've already impressed him, Jay.
With your hole-in-one story.
Yeah.
Not just the hole-in-one, but apparently hitting a hole-in-one. Well, I mean, wouldn't you... isn't a driver what you use to tee off?
Depends on the length of the hole. I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
if you're hitting a par 4 or par 5, you take a driver, but a par 3 you're using an iron.
Yeah.
And so hitting a 200-yard hole-in-one with a driver is pretty impressive.
I have a certificate from Spalding Golf Equipment on my wall with certification, and even though it's only 14, they not only send you the certificate, but 4 cocktail glasses as well, with a beautiful red cardinal on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the original golf ball, too.
Oh, yeah. I bet you were golfing alone, too, weren't you?
No, I had not only my foursome, but 2 behind us. It was a hole that got backed up, and it was just the most surreal moment you could ever hope to have in any kind of a sport, because it was nice, looping drive, faded in front of the green, took 1 bounce and went straight into the hole. And it was like, did that really just happen? So we left all our stuff at the tee and went down and looked. We circled the hole, the ball's in there. We're jumping up and down, going crazy. It was quite the moment. And at that time, so long ago, Dawson, I was able to take the other guys in the foursome and treat them to lunch at McDonald's for $6.
I was about to say, I was like, at 14, did they make you buy a round of drinks for everybody?
No. Fortunately, it was a Chicago Public Park District operated course, official, but they didn't have a bar there. But the guy that ran the tea time thing was usually, he had a lot of red lines in his nose. Tilly. So we suspect there was alcohol consumption at the course, but most of it was out of a flask. That's the end of that tedious story. I'm excited about your business, and this is one of the largest in the country in golf simulation.
It's the largest in the state.
In the state. And this, in the simulation process, it allows you to play like dream courses?
Yes, sir. So we have Pebble Beach. We have Bethpage Black. We've got about 600 different courses that TrackMan offers. And we also have practice ranges and mini games for families. But there are some very prestigious courses. And there's also some local courses. We've got Timberline and Calera, if you ever played that one. But there's a lot to choose from. I doubt I'll ever play all of them.
So how does this work? You go into a large enclosed area?
Yes, sir. So we have 8 simulator bays. We're right across from 17 Springs in Millbrook, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, and we have 2 rows of 4 bays, all with full walls. And so you have your own private bays with a TV in there. You can watch whatever sports you want to. We have a couch in every bay and a bar behind every bay as well.
So you bring your clubs, and you hit a real golf ball?
Yes, sir. So you can bring your own clubs, but if you don't have them, we provide a free set for you, or we also have premium rental sets that you can rent. You hit an actual golf ball. It has an auto tee system, so when you hit the golf ball into the screen, it collects for you, and you can just press a button, and another one comes out of the floor. So it's lazy man's golf.
I'm liking this. I've got to try this at some point. This sounds like great fun. And then you also have a bar and a restaurant. So I guess if you do get a hole in one, you have to buy everybody a drink there.
That'll be up to them. I'm not going to force them to do that. But so we don't have a restaurant in house. We are going to serve the full menu of a restaurant opening right next door to us, and we are working on our liquor license to have a full bar.
600 different world famous courses with large screens. So do you wear a particular type of equipment? Is there a headpiece involved in this? I haven't done it. So.
Yeah, I need to give you a visual of it.
Yeah.
You walk in and it's turf throughout, and it has sensors that track the golf ball. You can wear shorts and a t-shirt. You don't have to be in a dress shirt and khakis. We're not going to turn you away. One of the benefits of this place is also, I don't know if you've ever been close to your tee time getting to the golf course, and they're not happy with you.
Yeah.
Our bookings are 1 hour at a time, and so if you come in 5 minutes after, there's no big deal.
Oh, that's nice to know. Can you play the Masters?
So
in the
we
simulation?
we have the poor man's Augusta, Augusta Municipal, the patch. But Augusta
They
National
probably
does
don't
not get the rights.
They
for
do not
licensing.
license it out. Yeah.
They're very strict
Nope.
on that.
What a bunch of stiffs.
Yeah. No. I know that some of the video games you can't play that course.
Oh yeah, they're in lawsuits all the time over that. I'm not trying to get into that.
No, don't fight Augusta. No.
So this is great for serious golfers and people who just want to have a good time.
Absolutely. If you're looking to get better at golf, there's a lot of feedback that simulators can give you. If you're trying to see how far you hit a 7-iron or your driver consistently, it'll give you the carry ranges, total distance, spin rate, all that jazz. But also, if you're just looking for a great place to have a date night, it's a great place to take the wife or another couple to have a good time and play some golf.
So you could have two people play in the same bay.
Absolutely, you can have up to 8 people in a bay.
Oh,
and it's the same cost hourly. It's $60 an hour for the bay, and you can split that, with up to 8 people. But we say no more than 4 avid golfers, just so you have time to hit a golf ball.
This is Dawson Gray, who has opened Eagle Golf Simulators in Millbrook, right across from 17 Springs. 8 golfing bays, bar, restaurant. You have different membership packages available too. How do those work?
Absolutely. So we've got 3 tiers of memberships. We have the casual golfer that gives you 6 1-hour bay bookings every month. That's $125 a month. And we have 2 24/7 access memberships. So we have a gold and a platinum. You get to bring 2 guests and 2-hour bookings with the gold. And you get 3 guests, 3-hour bookings with the platinum, and also free entry into the leagues and tournaments we're starting up next week. The gold is $200 a month, $225 a month, and the platinum is $300. But if you're not looking to get a membership, we have a BOGO deal going on. And so if you come between Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., it's buy 1 hour, get 1 free.
Who do I know that's off between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. that could go do this? Me! That would work for me.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. If you'd like more information, Eagle Golf Sim, eaglegolfsim.com is the website, and the number is 357-8673 here in the 334-357-8673. I'll get this on my Facebook page. Can I tell you another lame-ass golf story?
Oh, absolutely.
So I could hit the ball a long way. When I was in Miami radio, we had a group that used to play Miami Lakes, which is where Don Shula had his house. A lot of famous Miami people lived around there. And they had this 312-yard hole. And I get up there one day, and I hit a perfect drive, literally with a little breeze behind me. And I hit the ball on the green. 312 yards. And I guess I wasn't very humble about it. Same group, we go back to the same course the following week, and I get up to the tee on this 312-yard hole, and one of the guys in the foursome says, hey, if you can hit that green with a legitimate golf ball, try this. This is an illegal ball because it's got a tighter wind, but if you can hit it like you did last week, it'll go 350. I accept this challenge. Sure, why not? I put the ball on the tee. It didn't have any writing on it because it's an illegal golf ball. I line up. I'm shaking my hips like Elvis to get the full, because legs are a big part of the power in a swing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So, and I come into the ball, and it exploded. I was spitting out dust, and once I could get it out of my eyes and look back, the other three clowns are literally in the grass rolling around laughing. That's just a lesson to be humble when you do something well in golf, because the other guys will get you if you don't.
The trick ball.
The old trick ball thing. It was nasty. I mean, I was combing sand out of my hair for a week. But anyway, was that worth your time?
Oh, it was definitely worth my time. I just hope you don't bring any of those in the Eagle Golf.
No. No.
I'm joking.
Well, you don't provide your own balls, right? It's you guys do that.
So we have about a dozen balls that are already in the system. But if you wanted to hit your own golf balls, you could. Just not the exploding kind.
Yeah, no.
I would think that guys who are married to women who would like to learn how to play, or dating women who would like to learn, this would be a great way to do it without going onto an actual course. You always worry about holding up other foursomes and stuff.
Absolutely, and especially how long it takes. You're asking your lady friend to go on a golf course for 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And take potentially 25, 30 shots to get on the green on a par 5.
But it's a great place to have a date. But here you got indoors. You don't have to worry about the weather, the heat, or anything else. Just have fun.
Absolutely, especially not losing any golf balls. It's in that little room with you, and you'll find it.
Dawson, great. We thank you for stopping by. Eagle Golf Simulators, you are now open, right?
Yes, sir. We've been open for 3 weeks. Our grand opening was April 14th. And so we're happy to have you if you want to come check us out.
I plan to. EagleGolfSim.com, 357-8673 for a phone number, and I'll get that information on social media for you. Dawson, thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
And thanks for listening to my lame ass stories. It's 8:46.
Well, we have a new accident, East Boulevard at Shirley Lane. Use caution there, and also Madison Avenue at Union. An accident with injury reported there. I-65 southbound just above Northern Boulevard. Accident there, as well as East-South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. And the 4500 block Mobile Highway, we had an accident there earlier, possible second accident there as well. That's going to be on Mobile Highway just before the West Boulevard. Keep it here for updates. Upgrade your home with Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorAndSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
It's time to show Mom how much you appreciate her with a Jenny Lynn's floral creation for Mother's Day. Skip the grocery store flowers and make one quick call, 285-1000. Roses, lilies, beautiful bouquets, and gift baskets designed just for Mom. Call Jenny Lynn's Creations, 285-1000.
This is Jonathan with Oswald's Apparel and Footwear in Prattville. With all that's changed in the last decade, I really thought that radio advertising was dead, but I was wrong. We opened our store during the pandemic, and we wouldn't have been near as successful without advertising on Blue Water. Practically every day, someone comes in for the first time and tells us they heard about Oswald's on the radio. I highly recommend advertising with Blue Water.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the river region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The premier place the river region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
this weekend. If you're looking for fast and furious action, look no further than Moms Late for After School Pickup. Speeding down streets, ignoring school zone signs, and returning the stern glare of the volunteer crossing guard. They're Moms Late for After School Pickup, starring the mom who can't stop looking at her cell phone, the mom oblivious to kids in the crosswalk, and the single mom who lets everybody know it. Also starring the mom who has to get Jimmy to soccer practice in 15 minutes, and another mom who has a million things to do. Out of their way because the rules don't apply to them. They're Moms Late for After School Pickup. Starts today around 2:30.
That dust cap is a little reminder that you did something stupid.
Whoops.
For using ChatGPT.
Dunce Cap, baby!
Dunce Cap.
All right. Quite the cast in our morning Maroon nominees. Again, our thanks to Dawson Gray from Eagle Golf Simulator for coming by. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to checking that place out. We kind of have a bonus one here. We have they're giving her, and I hate the whole Karen thing. Because every Karen I've ever known personally has always been a terrific woman. But they use it to describe women who involve themselves. I don't know that the situation justifies it. A guy starts his Corvette after getting gas at a Texas station. She walks over. His car is loud. She says she has sensitive. So walks over, kicks his car door, and goes off on him because of her sensitivity. And here's what he recorded.
That you understand what I've said to you, sir.
I understand, ma'am.
I will call the police.
I'm calling the police.
And have them enforce the law. Do you understand?
Ma'am.
Do you understand?
You just kicked my vehicle, ma'am.
Do you understand?
You just kicked my vehicle.
Do you understand? I'm
Back away from my car now.
I have tinnitus.
Back away from my car. Back away from my car.
No, you have to certify that you understand me. Do you understand me? Do not do that again. You're hurting my ears. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You're hurting my ears. I need to pump my gas and get going in my truck. Do you have mental retardation?
Please back away from me, ma'am.
Don't do that again with your car. It's illegal. Your must be the size of a peanut.
Is what?
Must be the size of I don't necessarily laugh at the insult. I just laugh at the way her cadence and her everything. Do you understand? Do you? Like
it is illegal.
Yeah, it comes and then it's like it must be the size of a peanut.
Jay, how about if we pull up for a tall one at the Half-Ass Bar in Bland, Missouri?
Yeah.
If you're going to rob a place called the Half-Ass Bar, you're not going to get away with doing it in a half-ass fashion. 2 women charged after stealing more than $3,500 from the Half-Ass in Bland, Missouri. They broke into the safe. A cash-to-coin exchange machine was taken, and they attempted to break into an ATM on the site. They were caught on security cameras along with their vehicle. Turns out one of the women was the daughter of the owners, and the motivation was probably financing a drug habit because one of them had fentanyl and meth when they were caught, and caught quickly. The owners even called out their daughter on social media when they found out she was responsible. The police asked them to take down her actual name while the legal system sorts it all out. How did you have the feeling that drugs might be involved with that story? So we've got Karen, and I've got another one here. And I think we have audio for this, too. Yes. And guess what state?
Hey, we're going to Florida.
Right you are, Mr. Scott. A woman was pulled over, and an officer found a beer can in her Happy Meal box in her vehicle.
Really?
Yeah. During a DUI investigation, the officers pulled a woman over and found the hidden beer can. Here's some of that audio.
Did you have anything to drink while you were at the bowling alley?
I had a Top Chef Margarita Grand Marnier and Patron.
Right now, you are being placed under arrest for a DUI.
You ever seen this kind of Happy Meal?
She did say she had a Heineken or two. Where was that located at?
Right here on the floorboard. This is over on its side.
Yeah, that was the Happy Meal with the beer, said the woman as she was being led away. So you got the Happy Meal, the half-wit robbery in Bland, Missouri, the Karen in the car. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think
Pretty
so.
competitive group.
Yeah.
But who stands out?
What was the first one again? That was the
woman who kicked the Corvette.
That one's kind of. I'm going to go with her only for the fact that, man, if somebody's annoying me, I don't necessarily in a public space like that, like getting your gas.
Right.
I'm just going to pump my stuff and I'm going to leave.
Yeah. Why go make a federal case out of it?
Why approach? Like if I'm in physical pain, I'm either going to stop pumping my gas and just leave.
I know people that own Corvettes. Would you want to kick their car?
No.
Yeah.
What an imbecile. What an ultra-maroon.
Yeah. Mother's Day is Sunday. If you have not gotten her a gift yet, I have 2 words that will take care of the issue for you. Brian Jewelry. Not that they didn't start warning you, like not far after Valentine's Day, as the benchmark holidays come along, and they seem to come on quicker and quicker every year. But they have no idea what to do. This is the place to go because over 3 generations and 7 decades, Brian Jewelry has been the perfect place for the last-minute shopper, your special occasion destination. Introduce your mom to them and talk about her and let them get to know a little bit about her and let them make suggestions based on what you're trying to accomplish. Believe me, they are specialists in this. And as far as selection and price, they're competitive with any national chain. They're local and have been serving the river region in Prattville for over 3 generations. Lots and lots of experience. Free care and cleaning, by the way, for the lifetime of your purchase. And they can also custom craft something for you as well. So it's the perfect place. If you're here at the last minute, you can regret that all you want, but do something about it. Be proactive. Visit Brian Jewelry, 1778 East Main in Prattville. Before you go to the store, visit them online at brianjewelry.com. Click the members link because your mother will be proud that you saved $100 on any purchase of $200 or more at Brian Jewelry. This is our traffic wrap-up. I think we'll have time for a stand-up standoff next.
Well, we still have some accidents on the books. East Boulevard at Narrow Lane. We're hoping that one has cleared, but use caution there. East Boulevard at Shirley Lane. Also Madison Avenue at Union Street. And I-65 southbound right before Northern Boulevard, we had an accident reported there. 4500 block Mobile Highway, they probably are still on the scene there. They had an accident earlier, a second accident there a few minutes ago. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Update your home with Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorAndSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 2 at the Shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
All right, it is 8:57. And let's do a little standoff. Topic is Mother's Day, and first up is Dave Attell.
You know who's my queen? I'll tell you who's my queen. My mom. She's 87 years old. Yeah. 87 years old. I'm a good son, people. You know what I did for my mom? I built her a ramp. Yeah. It was time for her to come back in. That's right. For 2 years, she was feral and wild, living in the yard. She was naked. I was afraid. But now she's back in and better than ever. Old people, they need companionship. Loneliness, that's right, is one of the big killers of elderly. Loneliness and salt. Loneliness. I'm a good son. I would not put up with that. You know what I did? I signed her up for OnlyFans. Yeah, that's what I did. I did the photography. I took a tasteful pic, I'm talking very tasteful, of her trying to get out of her shower chair. And you know what? Like a mermaid. Yes. She looked like a mermaid. By that I mean wet and she couldn't walk. Either way. Can a boy love his mother anymore? Is that a crime?
Well, I sure hope his mom has a good sense of humor. This is Kendra Cunningham.
I love my mother. She lives up in Boston, and I live here. And I wish I could say that I missed her, but she doesn't really give me the opportunity to. You know what I mean? Like she calls me 15 times a day. But every time I go back, she loves to take me on these memory lane drive-bys, and they always start out very warm and inviting, and by the end they're like morose and frightening, you know. And they always start with the parish. She's like, "Oh, you remember the parish, don't you? Nice memories there. You were baptized, confirmed. Oh, and here's the high school. Remember you got drunk and you knocked your front tooth out? You made your mother cry. Do you remember how you made your mother cry?" And then it goes on to have something that has nothing to do with me. She's like, "Remember that guy got murdered over here? Yeah. They never found his torso. You and your sister were out late that night, but I didn't ask any questions. I love you unconditionally. Remember that."
Well, this is making me feel very self-conscious, especially with the lame-ass stories. All right, Alabama Unfiltered coming up next at 9. Joey at noon. I'll see you with 3 after Joey.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Stand by for news. With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomas.